what should we do? All the jokes that become the news. Take the black pill they're prescribing you. Game over. Game over. Game over. Game over. There is nothing to say, nothing you can do. The government and media just lie to you. Sit back and laugh, it's overdue. Game over. Game over. Game over. Game over. The host is a cripple, he can't stand gravity or the man. Game over. Game over. Game over. Game over. The show is the chat Johnny doesn't understand. We don't care what he has planned. Game over. Game over. Game over. Game over.
All right. We're here to do a show. I didn't even mute my mic that whole time. That whole time. I could have. Actually, a little high. Pull that down a bit. All right, there we go. That's better. That's better. Let's flip this over. Hey, how you doing? Patrick, we have the relaxing therapeutic background because our lady digger will be joining us. So we'll get to that one eventually. But until then, we'll keep this. Good to see you, Rusty Grammar, jumping in on the Twitch there. We have all three chats open. If you say it, we'll see it. The numbers are up. I'm guessing Saint Caesar warned us he wouldn't be here today, so Twitch might be lower in chat activity than normal. Saint Caesar's really the burden of that load. But either way, good to see all of you on Twitch, YouTube, and Rumble, making sure they're all up. I'm paranoid after the frickin' weather stuff we heard about recently. So the interesting things we learned a couple of days ago about the solar storms affecting stuff. Now I'm curious where things are at. So we've got all of the PayPal's, Venmos, and stuff pinned to the tops of all the chats. If you want to support the program, those options are available to you. You also have super chats, Rumble rants, all that stuff. Good. I almost caved today. I was going to buy a coffee. I was going to do it. I had to go out and pay my my car payment. I drug my linguine noodle legs. Hello, Red Scooper. I drug my linguine noodle legs up the stairs and out into my car, and I went out and I made my car payment. I'm so close to paying that off. It feels good. Feels good to be like, I've paid off vehicles before. It's not abnormal. But just, oof. The finish line's in sight. It's a good feeling. So, and thank you all for supporting the program, because that's one of the many reasons that finish line is in sight. So yeah, I got ahead on it when I was making a lot of money doing the DJ stuff, which really helped when times like now that have gotten more lean showed up, which was something I am so grateful for. I've got to start really putting forward into the rest of my financial future that way. Like really put it in when we've got it. But yeah, so we're almost paid off with the car, and I came home and I was so tempted to stop at Scooters. Didn't do it. Made my own coffee. I know Digger loves her coffee that she makes. I've made a couple of cups of coffee in my life. I'm not adverse to that. There's something about the powdered creamer. It's just not as good. Could use more flavor in my coffee. Maybe I'm a bitch. Savings my pennies from now on. Yeah, dude, I am officially on a hoard all pennies take. In fact, I have somebody I know that I'm going to tell them, hoard all your pennies. There we go. Actually, literally telling someone that. Yeah, dude, hoard all your pennies. Like, let me tell you this. They're only worth a penny right now. That value can only go up. They can only go up. I mean, it's not going to go up for a while. Like, let's be clear here, Mr. Q. We're playing long game. But, start going through your pennies. Because the older that penny is, the better you're doing. If you could land yourself on one of those rare, still circulating classic pennies, like you're in fucking great. MSO, good afternoon, sir. Now the YouTube's waking up. I was a little worried there. Good afternoon, MSO. Well, the price of thoughts is going to go up. No more penny for your thoughts. But I kind of did the same joke. Last penny for your thoughts. Was it? The only physical currency I use is a $5 bill. See, I've gotten, partially just because of how the world works, and partially myself, lazy, and I've been digital currency everywhere. Like, I pay by tapping the button or sliding the card, and so I pay the penny. I pay the $5.99, whatever, but I don't pay it in actual pennies. It's all numbers on a computer. So, yeah, you can phase out the physical pennies. They're everywhere. My couch is loaded down with them. Speaking of couches, I wanted to name the show this. I was actually tormented starting the show. And yes, he said tormented. I was destroyed, eviscerated. I was mentally laid out. But I was tormented before starting the show because I wanted to call today's show King Kong Couch. But there's a story that Digger has forbade me from talking about until she gets here today. So once Digger finishes her reading stream and she gets here, we can tell you about King Kong Couch. Cash is still king to me. Cash is always going to be valuable, Mr. Q, until the whole system shuts down, and then we're going to go back to gold currency. Then we're going to go back to hard currency. That's when you're going to start seeing the doubloon make a return. But most places will accept cash. Bank accepts cash. Minnesota laws and federal laws force legalized distributors and dispensaries to take cash only. They can't take credit card payments. Fun how that works. So get the liquid dairy creamer. I don't use it myself, but I've tried a few flavors, and it's better than whatever that white dust is. I had an okay powdered creamer, and I like the liquid dairy creamers. I've had a few. I miss them. I'm cinching the belt, tightening the budget, literally squeezing all the farthings I can out. I don't do my DJ gigs and my comedy gigs anymore to really offset like times being tough or whatever on this side of things. And so literally I'm trying to get money to move. The dispensary has an ATM. Yes, they have an ATM. You can go there with your card, but the point is you have to pay in cash. They have to give you your change in cash. Like you're paying in cash. But at any rate, yeah, pennies, if you find them, keep them. They are no longer the things you can suck up with the vacuum cleaner and throw out in the trash. You can no longer do that. You did that? No, but I'm just saying, like, I mean, you vacuumed pennies? No. I mean, they were in the couch. All right. Anyway, St. Caesar, Johnny, how's it going today? We're good, buddy. Glad to see you here. Think all those people who have penny floors covered in clear coat with their flooring. That's going to be really fancy in a couple of years. Yeah, that's actually going to be very fancy and technically worth a load of money. You're going to find people having their floors ripped up and stolen because, that coin's in mint condition. As soon as you get all that epoxy off of it, we're great. It's no Louvre heist, but I'll tell you, it pays the bills. That's what it is. Speaking of law enforcement, we do have a fun video of female cops. So we have a couple of videos and things to get into today. We'll be moving through all of that lovely stuff. The show is so loaded with content that even if Digger wasn't here and I just did nothing but bang, bang, boom stories from start to finish, we'd be here the whole damn time and then some. So we've got a lot of different stuff to cover. Hopefully most of it fun and visual for you guys. I'm wondering how many people are out on. I was kind of thinking like it's hunting season right now. It's deer hunting season and things like that. I'm thinking this weekend might be kind of a lax weekend for people, but I don't know. And we are getting closer to Thanksgiving. So all of that perhaps maybe playing fuckadoo with stuff. But all right, so we have to load our first hour stories. I once again have a Guinness World Records video, but this is one where, I mean, you got to give it to them. They had the balls to do it. So we'll do that. I've got a great story if you like seeing TikTok influencers suffer from karmatic retribution. But I don't know how I feel about the law that's causing all of this to happen. So there's a couple things we'll talk about with that one. And then we have female police officers taking down a suspect, and we'll all get to watch that. Also, an update on the 3i Atlas situation for all of you. A full load of content to be shoved down our throats today. Lucky us. Well, no, I mean, not really. Like, we have stuff we'll talk about and enjoy and riff on, and you'll make fun of me and or that stuff or both, and we'll do that for a bit and then come back to videos and things, and then Digger will be here. Like, wasn't going to just be like, bruh. I'm saying if the chats were all dead, the show's paid for, so I technically have to go through the motions. Where is Sane Caesar at? Sane Caesar is in the Twitch chat. He is over on twitch.tv / justkiddingllc, I think. Here, I will link the Twitch for you. Know what I can do? I can grab you. Actually, I don't know what the channel. Sane Caesar, link the channel in the chat. Fuck, I don't know what is, because that's my link. I don't think they can use my link because they'd have to be signed in with me. So it's this one. Twitch.tv / justkiddingllc. I'm pretty sure that's it. Thank you. You're welcome. He's over on Twitch. But he's also in England. So, I mean, which one matters more to you? We have, again, the bagpipes thing. We'll get to the police thing. We have all that. Before we get into any of that, I've been following the 3i Atlas story for a while. It intrigues me. Apparently now, Meerkat, MEER, capital KAT, it's a type of telescope. Meerkat telescope confirms it's a weird name for a telescope. I'm betting there's a lot of probably microwave energy something. Right? It's probably some fancy acronym for a lot of shit. But hey, Meerkat. Anyways, the telescope has confirmed that 3i Atlas comet is natural. So from now, what we're hearing, the official news is it's behaving normally. It's natural, so it's just going to rewrite some rules that we understand about large, ancient, interstellar floating rocks. Okay. No alien apocalypse. Got it. No alien apocalypse. So we're saved from that. I believe that's called EBT. What? They accept debit card, says Chevy JB. Well, I'm not reading Rusty Grammer's comment there. I use my bank card. I don't have that. All right, you know, just sometimes somebody just throws you for a loop with something where you're like, how do I you know that that's why it's the Rumble chat. Bum. Clear that out. So 3i Atlas is now officially just a regular rock. We can keep taking a look at it. I also saw in the comments, though, if it is all totally normal and we've got these amazing, like, scenic views that we've got because of the James Webb telescope, why can't we aim that thing at 3i Atlas and get a look at that sumbitch? You know what I mean? Like, it's weird. How about those Northern Lights last night? It was awesome. I actually do have a story about the Northern Lights and some images of the Northern Lights. I don't think they were quite last night's ones, but yeah, the Northern Lights have been crazy. We've been getting bombarded with radiation pretty heavily, apparently. I popped a Tic Tac in my... Fresh breath is important. I agree, Lab Glass. In public company, fresh breath is important. In private company and by yourself, fresh breath is a great indicator of overall oral health. So I would agree with you. Fresh breath is important. But a Tic Tac up the chute, man, I don't know that gets you there. But then again, what do I know? He is the owner, operator, and sponsor of the studio, Lab Glass, owner and operator of Lab Glass's butt breathing classes. Lab Glass's butt breathing classes. When you want to try something different, like breathing out your ass, you want Lab Glass's butt breathing classes. It's a breath of fresh ass. All right, so hi, Johnny. No digger. I'm Trigger. Well, dude, you're triggered, but you knew there'd be no digger. She's over on her channel. I can show her to you. Look, if I give you a digger fix, will that help you? Let's go over here. It'll be muted, so we're not going to hear her speak. I know that her actually reading audibly in your work environment is a problem, but if it's just visually, you're in trouble because she's right there. She's doing a stream. She's reading and talking with her chat. And when she's done with all of that, she'll join us. So, and I think you knew that. I agree. I feel the web eye shit is fake. Yeah, dude, I've got some serious questions about the James Webb Telescope now. We've been seeing all of these beautiful, scenic, panoramic. We've been getting all of this great James Webb Telescope. Oh, boy. We can't frickin' set that thing on bare minimum setting and kick it right. We know exactly where the rock is. It's not like, can you smell? No, but we know exactly where this hunk of junk is. Like, we can't look over there and kind of, I don't know, snap off a few shots. Now that the government's open, where's NASA's pictures, by the way? We got wait, Canadians can read. I know, Mad Max Mardigan. Blew my mind, too. Brian for Science, 3i Atlas is bullshit. Like its existence as a whole, or people getting freaked out about it, or the information because the information we're hearing, which you shared to me, says it's just another rock. An abnormal rock that behaved in a lot of abnormal ways, but a rock nonetheless. Dear Butch joining us on Twitch. Good afternoon, Johnny. Hello, Dear Butch. Good to see you, buddy. Hello. Well, I hope your ankle gets better over there, St. Caesar. Get on the ground. He's armed with Cool Ranch. Who's armed with Cool Ranch? I done reckon it's just one of them astronaut turd balls from the ISS. Wait, the International Space Station has turd balls? I don't... Okay, what were we going to do? Oh, yes. The bagpipes. Oh, jolly. Close your stupid ad. Good God, how many ads did you layer on this screen? Thought there was supposed to be a video, sir? This does not appear to be a video. Let's see if I'm going to click this link quick. You guys promised me a video. That looks like a still shot. Oh, yes. All right, now we're in business. If I can't full screen it, which I hate, we'll do it this way. So, to win a Guinness World Record, 346 or 47 bagpipe players gathered in Australia and played AC/DC. Just for this thing. 374 pipers showed out to do it.
I'm here with Hayden, who's come from Haileybury to be involved in this world record.
Holy shit!
It's loud, definitely. I was really excited for this event. Now it's over. I'm just still full of adrenaline.
That guy does not look like a Hayden.
How do you feel, Bruce?
Richard, I love bagpipes. They rock. Well,
What's it like?
we can turn this up just a little bit. It's I don't like Guinness World Records overall. I don't. But I do like when cool shit like this happens. Like, it's not like we're going to see this record beat anytime soon. They did a specific song. The weird part is I wouldn't have expected Australia to be the place of gathering for them to do this. I have a Scottish heritage. None of my ancestors look like him. I want a DNA test to say
It's just out of this world. Yeah. It's one of the best.
We don't know that these people are all Scottish. They're just playing bagpipes. Bagpipes are a world-renowned instrument of Scottish origin, but plenty of people could play them. Did you wait a long time for this record to be broken? No, I don't think it was a record that existed before. It's just literally they got 374 people counted as bagpipe players to show up and be part of a world record-breaking attempt. As I'm reading from the thing here. Playing an ensemble rendition of AC/DC's It's a Long Way to the Top. I don't know who had the record before or how long it was held. I just think this is cool.
It's exciting, like nothing I've done before.
How long have you been playing the pipes?
Oh, long time, about 54 years.
Wow. And what made you decide to come and be involved?
Well, I haven't been in a pipe band for about 30 years, so it inspired me to practice.
All right, all right, hold on. Oh dear Lord, I wanted you to stop. I wanted to use that as the click. Don't use the term pipe band. All right. Here in meth country, pipe band is what you call a group of dudes that go through newly built construction and clear it out of all the copper and wiring. That's what you would call a pipe band. Now they need 374 accordion players to be the most annoying band in the world. I don't know. That's a lot. Cops play bagpipes at funerals. They probably had the last record. Well, I don't know if they have to play AC/DC. Is the record just for playing the ensemble of AC/DC or the piping? We're not really sure, but you're more than likely correct. As we all know, especially on the east coast of America, cops have zero heritage that traces back to Scotland or Ireland or any of those areas.
To the 100th anniversary in Edinburgh, and I fell in love with the bagpipes. And then my mum's Scottish, so I think it's in my blood.
So do they have to split the prize money? Do they all get a piece of the prize money? So what does that break down to, like 10 cents a player? Hey guys, you got a Guinness World Record. Here's your plaque and $5. Cops play, but yeah, so it maybe it was the cops beforehand, but either way, there's a new band of bagpipers in town for one night only, and they did that rendition, and then they left. But it's a record, so we count it. It's a record. Johnny, are you smoking that kush today? I have stuff, and I smoke a little bit, but I don't like... This is the other thing, too. People say this is smoking. This is smoking, but this is smoking like the tiniest of amounts. Like, you see the people who smoke joints and bowls and large amounts, and yeah... Other than if we get a lot of show support, we'll, crack off a couple. Other than that, I use it mostly when my legs get twitchy. We're good at the moment. But technically, yes. I mean, it's medicinal. It's keeping my legs and my body from spazzing too much. So it's kind of a part of the equation most of the time, and then we just take breaks. Thanks for being bedbound for I can't walk. Feel like I have MS. Sorry for the jokes I've made. MS is way more than not being able to walk, dude. MS is different for every person. My MS struggle isn't the same as AP's and other people that have been here. Flowers for the best. I can't read. Now I'm doing flower is the best. I agree with you with that wholeheartedly. Flower's legit. I don't like concentrates. I don't like vapes. I'll use them. I am not so snooty as to refuse. And even when it gets to flower, like how much are we messing with this plant? But yeah, I'm a flower man. That's why I use my one-e ejector. Little tiny bits of flour. And the occasional fucking little piece that hits you in the mouth. That's the downside to the one-e. It's got this whole long chamber that little bits will collect in, and then every once in a while it just takes a dupe on you. So, anyways, yeah, we're pretty good. We always say thank you and salute with the bubbler for the 5s and stuff, and for like requests at 10 and up or hype trains, we do the doctor. So that's the thing. The doctor's sitting off to the side since last week. Hey, Rusty, good to see you guys. I've heard Mrs. Rusty is a terrific bagpipe player, says Lab Glass. I did not hear that. I didn't know that. I done reckon it's just one of them astronaut turd balls. We covered that. Yep. All of those covered. Great. Okay, so we're halfway through the first hour. We might want to move through a few more stories than just a bunch of assholes playing bagpipes in Australia. Again, the weird part was they all met in Australia. I attempted to close that, and I closed that one instead. Silly Johnny. Probably this one. Yep. All right, so we have a couple of different things to get into. We have the TikToker that has to pay a bunch of money.
Does that mean?
We have a clip of Trump talking about H-1B immigrants. Now, I've heard since I got this clip that this clip is a little out of context, and he's talking about specific people of specific jobs in specific areas, which was kind of always the set of the H-1B visa thing. But I still land on we can't give those jobs to people like in America. We can't train them. So I don't know, weird turn on that. But and then we have the female officer video. That will be a lot of fun. Let's get this over here, so that's not in the way. Let's do this one next. All right, so but the next one we have for you is a husband and wife, and I just want to know how many of you can tell me which is the husband, which is the wife. I hate it when this stuff happens. I'm supposedly a horrible, like bigoted, like racist person for saying they look alike. They look alike! That is a man and woman of two different families. Right is left. Right is man. Left is woman. Comfortable in that bet? Sorry, my dick is your soft can't tell you. Don't know, can't tell you. Well, the important part is that you can't tell. Here. How about now? What if we do it can you tell now? Can you tell now? This couple has gone, granted this couple isn't like a norm necessarily, but this couple has been infamous for being identical, like to the point where people think they're siblings or even identical twins. They get mistaken often for identical twins. It's a young couple from China's Guangdong province, and they have literally become famous for their unbelievably remarkable similar resemblance. So, leading many people to speculate they might be long-lost siblings. However, Lang Xiao and He Zhangxing, both in their 20s, run an herbal medicine shop in Dongguan. Although they both come from families with decades of experience in traditional herbal medicine, the two struggled to get their business off the ground. I don't care about their business. Oh, wait, no, it's relevant. Never mind. The two struggled to get their business off the ground until they started doing promotional clips on Douyin China's version of TikTok. After noticing how similar they looked, Lang convinced her husband to take part in funny clips where they dressed alike to emphasize their likeness even more. Today, these clips are the couple's main promotional material for their shop. So they've been banking on this. Like, this is deliberate. They're aiming to be confused. Okay, one country away from being a standard Alabama backwoods family. Love you, brother. Love you, sister. This is my husband, brother. Yeah, it's the weird part is it's not only that they look alike, they have similar familial backgrounds. Like, both of them come from families with deeply rooted traditions in herbal medicine. Is that common? Does everyone do that? That sounds like kind of, like, hey, like, my family's been in the Marines all their life, and Marine, everybody, like, man, woman, or child, you're a Marine. Like, that's not normal in America. It's not abnormal. Is it like that over there? They'll make millions in porn. Oh, gross. No. What in the twins was that? Asks Scruffy. This is a couple in China. This is a couple in China of two entirely different people in China. One's a man, one's a woman. Again, feel free to pick your poison. They have gone viral on China's version of Instagram and TikTok and stuff because they promote their medicinal herb shop by making these clips where they kind of ask us to guess which one has a D. And honestly, the D or no D game, I don't do well in D or no D because stuff like this happens and they throw you curveballs. No beating the allegations that we can't tell them apart. Right? There's no beating it. And now I'm just an asshole. I'm just an asshole. Brian, for the science, my heat got fixed, apparently. Great. I'm glad your heat got fixed. That is awesome. They're a couple. Yes, they're a married couple. They run an herbal medicinal shop together. They run an herbal. Go to the first pick. This is the first pick. This is the first pick. I mean, I was on this one for a while. If you want the t-shirt pick, this is the last pick. I think like the definition is, fuck, I can't guess. I don't know. That's what I'm saying. Like, oh, I can't. That's the guy? Hopefully. The problem is, and I don't mean this as any criticism to her, which is obviously, this one's her, right? How much would it suck if that was her and we were wrong? Oh, please tell me the black shirt one is the girl. I don't know. In this one, I think the black shirt one's the guy. It doesn't actually say in this article. They don't caption it with like left this one, right that one. It just has this under. By the way, I found this on a news site that had this in the spooky section. The spooky. They consider it spooky. I mean, I would too. It looks like they're clones. It's kind of creepy. It's a pat situation. Right? It's a double pat. It's a pat squared. It's a pat squared situation. Scruffy, does Jimmy normally not do Thursdays? I was hoping he was going to run. I was going to follow him for a little bit before I started today. I sniped him a sub because I saw he had a subathon yesterday. And I hope he enjoyed it. I know I did. It was an easy way to kill 5 minutes. Johnny doesn't do well in D or no D, but is great in D and D. See? Precisely. You give me my freaking 10-sided die, and you give me my 3-sided die, and you tell me the rules and first action and all that stuff, I can do that stuff. But if you want me to guess whether that's a dude or a chick, I'm out. Scruffy, he did a 2-day subathon. He's resting until Sunday. Good for him. I hope he's okay. Wait, like 2 days straight? Like he did a 2-day straight subathon. Fuck, I wish I had known that before. I thought it was just like he was regularly doing his show, but it's like a subathon time, and I thought I'll throw you an extra sub. Like I subscribed when I tuned in the other day that I took off last week, and I thought I'd throw in a gift sub. And if I knew he's doing 2 days, I would have thrown in more than one. Where's Digger so we can talk hockey, says Shade for Days. Digger will be here in a little while. Right now, Digger is over on her channel reading The Great Controversy. She usually goes for a couple of chapters and or at least one chapter, and then she comes over here. I've got everything set up. She'll let me know when she's over here. Will we all go? Fun fact, these was night made in China like most of... Okay. Arch Magnus, how you doing? Good to see you. Good to see you. All made in Taiwan. I don't think they were made in Taiwan. I do think you cannot tell these two apart. I don't think, like, I don't fault anyone for betting the wrong field here. That's all I'm saying. This one, that's got to be the dude, right? That's got to be the dude. I pray that's the dude. I pray that's the dude. And that, because if that's the lady, she's got at least some, but like, wow. Fucking look at the truffle searcher on this one. Oh dear Lord. So I pray that's the girl. Because if this is the guy, then he has an unfortunately effeminate face and she has an unfortunately slightly masculine face. American components, Russian components are made in Taiwan. This is how we fix problem on Russian space station, because I don't want to stay here anymore. Yeah. That's pretty much it. Dude, like I thought going into this story, I had my thoughts, and I was like, no, this is the guy, that's the girl in all three of these. And then I started playing them on the screen, and I put them up in larger format, and now I'm like, well, but no. Like, that's the guy, right? That's the guy. That's gotta be the dude. I'm so worried now. Hot damn. Hi, dear Butch. I just peed a little. Not really, but you can all pretend. All right, so let's close that. Not the kind of trap I can get behind, says Brian. Dear Butch, thanks for taking them down. Well, what else do we have to report? They became famous on TikTok because they were doing videos where they leaned into the fact that they looked so similar to confuse people while they run their herbal medicine shop. I think believe me, we've glossed all the dirt off that stone. Oh. Taller one is the guy for sure. And it's just shade for days. Johnny, Kegels. Come on now. You know, not the worst idea. What do I got to squeeze an egg between my nuts? How do I wonder where the Cool Ranch is produced in. I don't know what this Cool Ranch thing is. I'm trying to figure out what's with this Cool Ranch thing you keep saying. And both of them look like Jackie Chan in a wig. Oh. Alrighty. I agree with you. Taller one is the guy for sure. Yeah. I don't know which one is the guy. They all look the same to me, says Rusty Grammar. It's hard to tell, question mark. Red Scoop, are you saying that it isn't hard to tell? I'm hoping you're saying it is. It is hard. You mentioned Cool Ranch in a story a few weeks ago. Okay. I'll be honest to you. A lot of times, like, I read through stories really quick. Some of the off-the-cuff stuff I mention, it doesn't all get retained. In fact, most of it probably doesn't. Partially due to mental issues, partially due to marijuana, and partially due to just not retaining exactly what I said while I was rolling. I'm sorry I didn't remember that. No idea what. All right, so we got the TikToker one. I do want to do the video, but we did just do, well, we did the pictures, so we'll do the TikToker one first. A TikToker, this is ironically enough out of Canada, but it's not. Oh wait, by CNN. So you have a better source for this, and you guys are just repeating it? Well, shit. I'll just get this. North Carolina woman is now been ordered to pay $1.75 million after a jury found her liable for destroying a Durham couple's marriage. The lawsuit filed that the Durham County Court accused Brene Kennard, an influencer with nearly 3 million followers on TikTok and 274,000 followers on Instagram, of seducing and having an affair with her manager, Tim Montague. She has received justice from losing her husband and the father of her children, said Robinetta Jones, who was the attorney for Akira Montague, Tim Montague's ex-wife. So the ex-wife is suing the jury found Kennard liable for criminal conversion, criminal conversation and alienation of affection. North Carolina's alienation of affection laws allow a spouse to sue the person they blame for an affair that ends a marriage. I didn't know you guys did that. I'll be honest, funny, but it's kind of effed up. I mean, let's be honest, it takes 2 to 10. So it doesn't matter if he tripped, slipped, and she landed on his dick. He's not responsible. It's the jalopy hoe that we go after. I think about the Durham Bulls baseball team. What, says Scruffy? Yeah, an influencer and a TikToker out of Kentucky? What was it? North Carolina. Fuck me. North Carolina. An influencer and a TikToker out of North Carolina has been ordered to pay 1.75. Look, they took her to the toilet on this one, all right? They ordered her to pay $1.75 million, all because she flashed her snizzatch in front of her ex-husband. Now, don't get me wrong. Go after both them sons of bitches. But, I mean, it's not like he was going to be... Look, if he went sniffing to another poon patch, he was going to do it eventually. I mean, that's a dog that runs, all right? North Carolina has backwards laws. I mean, I wouldn't out and out call it backwards, but it is a little effed up. It allows you to sue. I'm a little curious how do you prove that no offense, how do you prove your trifling hoe of a husband wasn't going to step out on you anyway? If he did it with this influencer who was apparently her manager, then eventually he was going to be managing some lady, and he's like, you know what, bam. And here's the other kicker. The lady that he was managing, that he plowed, was also married. So this guy didn't have a problem being a homewrecker. Does the husband that's breaking up with her get to sue the other husband? Like, I had a great marriage to a very successful influencer, and then her manager came in and literally fucked it all up. No, I mean, like, literally. Like, he unzipped his pants, dropped them to the floor, removed his phallus, inflated it like a ballpark Frank, and plumped her right the hell through the room. And I was not there at the time, or I would have hurt somebody. I wonder if you could sue a strip joint if you don't get aroused. I don't think so. Scruffy, good thing Hollywood isn't in North California. Right? Oh, boy. Those gussy hoes would be getting in trouble left, right, and sideways. I kind of like that law, says Labglass. Look, I find it hilarious, and I like aspects of it. On its face, it's not bad. But here's the thing. Nothing ever goes just on its face, and that's all it is. It's going to get abused. And I also want to know, if he's stepping out, I have so many questions. If he's stepping out, are you doing everything you can to not aid that situation, or are you making that situation easier for him to do? And again, why is only the influencer in on this? Like, your husband could have chosen to, I don't know, resist the temptation to plow her. Red Dead Redemption. Yeah, I don't really care. I'm kind of ending my... I keep forgetting to turn it off. I got to do that today. I haven't been on my Xbox in a while. I've got to end my Game Pass subscription. I'm like totally canceling my Game Pass subscription. I thought I was grandfathered in because I've been paying a monthly Game Pass subscription for God, I don't know how long. And now it's like, oh, Game Pass Ultimate's now $32. Like, yeah, you can eat a dick. I'm out. Don't do it enough to justify it. Maybe the wife should have put out instead of having headaches. I mean, that could be it. It could be that. Like I said, how much of this problem was you? I just don't think your husband steps out on you, sleeps with another lady, and it's all the other lady's fault. I feel like there were two other people in this relationship that either did everything they could to avoid this despite it not working, or maybe they steered some things. Maybe you drove him away a little bit. Maybe he's a little bit of a trifling hoe of a dude. Maybe he smelled some snizatch across the street and he had to go see if the grass was greener on the other side of his pecker. And that's what he did. But she sued him. Or no, she sued her. And then and again, the ex-wife is making out like a bandit in this. Keep in mind, the ex-wife never managed this chick. She didn't even ever have to like her. But now she's been ordered to receive $175 million. And it was a jury. It wasn't like this is a judge. It was a jury. A group of people going, no, fuck that hoe. And they literally charged her. They took her to the cleaners. So Akira Montague, who brought the suit to civil court, married Tim Montague on October 20th of 2018. You guys have only been together for 6 years? Wow. Akira claimed the affair caused her mental anguish, damage to her health, and deprived her children of a two-parent household. Well, that last part's definitely true. Kennard slammed the verdict, saying Akira Montague knew her marriage was over and allowed the affair. She gave her consent, Kennard said. She said it was okay because she knew her marriage was over with and it was done. Well, yeah, but you've got money. You better prove that if you want to make that point. The alleged affair played out both in the manager's home and on Kennard's social media, Akira Montague claimed. Tim Montague eventually left his wife for Kennard. In previous North Carolina cases involving alienation of affection, plaintiffs have received millions of dollars. Oh, so this is a well-known thing. So, I'm sorry, you should have known she was going to come for your money. A lot of people, football players. NFL star Fletcher Cox was sued by North Carolina man named Joshua Jeffords, who claimed the football player had an affair with his wife. The lawsuit ended up in an undisclosed settlement. Oh, so he had an affair with your wife and he paid you. Former state senator Rick Gunn settled a lawsuit filed by Arthur Johns for $3 million. Gunn was accused of having a long-running affair with John's wife, who was Gunn's legislative assistant. So actually, I'm kind of on the side of this law. Like, if you have a lot of money and you're sleeping around, they better not be married. They better not be married. Aaron should be glad he doesn't live in North Carolina. But, I mean, you're going to squeeze millions out of that? I don't know. I'll say this. There is one common denominator in all of these deprivation of affection cases. They all have a ton of money involved. Richardson Art makes him code Cool Ranch. Yeah, again, this Cool Ranch thing that you've been on for a while. Don't understand. North and South Korean. What's North and... now I'm trying to check up chat. Where's Digger? We can talk hockey. We covered that. Howdy, Johnny. Hard right, Magazine. I thought I said hello. Wonder Cool Ranch. All right. Johnny will never have a running affair. No, I won't. I'm not that kind of guy. I get the joke you're making, too, which very funny. Haha, never have a running affair. Get it? His legs don't work. But yeah, no. Not that kind of a dude. I've glimpsed enough of the what will I call it? Not labeling any one incident or people or anything. I've glimpsed enough of the promiscuity lifestyle to know, yeah, it's just not for me. Especially at this age in the kick. Look, I'm 43. It's time to, like, if you're 43 and you're still fucking around, what are you doing? What are you doing? You've got shit to do. As Scruffy says, it's a pretty simple rule to follow. Don't cheat on people. Good Lord. Very easy to do. Very, very easy to do. Okay, so she isn't musically talented. Whoa. Didn't know that one. All right. Richard saying, I don't agree with Scuffy. I mean, that's how you get STDs. We gonna pimp your ride, Johnny, and enter you in what is SEMA, SEMA. Look, my ride doesn't need any pimping. We want to put some top of the line hand controls in there. All right, fine, but other than that, I love my ride the way it is. What I wouldn't mind for my ride is a trailer hitch, because I'm trying to figure out how things are going. I'm hopefully going to have some caseworker assistance stuff to kind of get the whole housing thing here situated. But it sounds like the housing thing might be temporary, because now I'm like, if I can, because there's a lot more MS treatment stuff. If that's suddenly a state and like driving isn't a big deal, like I can drive. Put some playing cards in them, wheels, to make them click-clack sounds. No, because I have big spokes, man. They're like 6-spoke wheels. So it'd be like clack, 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 and that's moving at a healthy click. Like I'd have to really be moving to get clack, 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 clack. If you heard click, 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 like going out like brrr, like if you heard that, you know I'm going downhill and you're all in trouble because I can't stop. You didn't see the 2025 SEMA Rider winner. No, I did not. Let's go check that out. 2025 SEMA Rider winner. I don't know what that is, Sean. Let's go check it out. Oh, that's not YouTube. That's not YouTube. Boom. I don't even know what SEMA is, actually, to be completely honest. Or if I do, I'm not recalling. 2025 SEMA. Best reveals of the 2025 SEMA show. I have a 13-minute video. I've got, Ritter. All right, Ritter. Let's add Ritter. Riddler. Oh, dear Lord. Okay, so is this what we're talking about? 12 Air Custom 1953. Oh my God, it's not part of the states, and it's going to be. Keep dreaming. Isn't going to be. The U.S. did not give statehood. That was not true. I didn't say they gave them statehood. You know what? I'll keep dreaming though.
Dave, how are you?
Is this the one? 55 Nomad. Well, this is
Buddy, welcome to SEMA Live.
SEMA Live. I did the one most replayed. Are you talking about this one?
The monocog, basically in the middle of the bottom of the floor and the top of the body is 3/8 aluminum plate.
This is a lot of nerdy stuff. Let's go back here. I'll look at the 55 Nomad SEMA. All right, I'm going to give this last attempt. Nomad. 55 Nomad. I added 55 Nomad to the algorithm, and we still don't have Chevy Nomad spotted 2025. So is this what you're talking about? Gray Matter, it's called. So I'm guessing you mean this one. It does kind of look like my fucking car. I do like the deep red on the engine block. It really helps pop the chrome out, the maroon there. And then what? It's a supercharger in the front of it. It's a supercharger in the front of this thing. I don't know. I get it's a maroon, but there's something about this that looks vaguely pink. So this is going to be wheelchair friendly? I'm going to get pop for the audio, so let's just do that. That is a beautiful car. It is clearly riding low. You've got to have hydraulics for that. That is pretty sexy. Mr. Q. And copyright strike. No, because I kept playing it in short spurts. That should be good enough. If I did the whole thing. If I did the whole thing. Over $1 million. What? Over $1 million for that car? I'll be fine. You know what? I'm almost done paying for my car. Spent nowhere near that on it. I'll be happy. I feel Johnny needs a monster truck. I don't need a monster truck. I need to move, and that's what I'm working on. Owner bought the shop a CNC machine. I'm guessing it didn't do them any harm, because that looked like a lot of custom. Isn't the CNC machine the one that you can use to make like custom rims and like fancy cutouts for like flywheels and belt wheels and stuff that normally you'd have to really special order? Kurt Reynolds, yo Johnny. Hey Kurt Reynolds, welcome to the show. We've got just 2 o'clock here, so we got 2.5 hours left in the program. I haven't gotten to a lot of my stuff. Well, no, I've gotten about half of my stuff. We just went through the winner of one of the winners of SEMA, so there we go. Johnny needs an RV that is outfitted from an old school bus with the wheelchair lift. God, no, I don't. I would hate driving that. I would hate driving that. I like my vehicles low to the ground. I don't want a bus, and I don't want to live in an RV. That is, I love these people that know very little about my life and things. This is what he needs. No, it's not. No, it is not. For those of you that are just joining us, I have a story that I've been forbade from talking about. It's just it's a rip and read with a couple of pictures. But I've been forbade from talking about the King Kong couch until Digger gets here. So I'm really excited for when she gets here. I'm telling you, buddy, monster truck. Look, if the world's going to be an apocalypse in the near future, then yeah, monster truck. Let's just drive over everything. Sean VW bus. I'm a member of the Steel Toe hate crew, just being transparent. Well, I mean, you can hate on Steel Toe all you want. If you're going to direct your hate for Steel Toe at me during my show, that probably won't go over well in the long term. Other than that, hate Steel Toe all you want. I've always said this: if people want to hate Steel Toe, that's their business. I don't tell people what to think. I do the show because it was working. Did you talk about the hemp ban? No, I did not. I will have to look into that. Johnny, I know nothing about what you need. I know what I want you to have for me. Thanks, Johnny. Well, thanks for being straight about it, man. That turtle boy McConnell slipped it into the continuing resolution. So they're going to ban hemp, like nationwide, a ban on hemp. So they're kind of what? Trying to work backwards towards marijuana? Oh, yeah. They banned D8, D10, etc. So, yep. So all these states that have been legalizing, I got too many real problems to hate a podcast. I'm kind of the same way. I've got too many real problems to care what people hate for podcasts. If I work with them or even know of them, I'm like, if you hate it, good for you. Like Saint Caesar liked when we were on a big tear for DSP. I have since been like, you know what? I've gotten my 5 minutes of DSP hate, and I've been part of the crowd. We all gathered around like children of the corn to hate on DSP. I got my time in. I'm going to move on. He still wants to go back to it, and I'm just like, yeah, I don't fucking care. Did you see DSP did this? No, I didn't. Because I'll tell you what, I tried hating on DSP, and I tried ignoring DSP's existence. And let me tell you what effect that's had on DSP. Nothing. It didn't matter if I hate him. Didn't matter if I ignored him. He's doing his own thing. But I'll tell you where I land. A lot better not spending the energy on that. I forgot to give the old 7 in the Steel Toe show. I know a few companies that are going to be real upset. Also, who wants some lip balm with hemp in it? Well, shit, now I might. But yeah, a lot of companies will be upset. I haven't mentioned DSP in a bit, to be honest. Right, but I was making an example of you. I wasn't saying that you've done that a lot recently. I'm just saying you've been one of those people that pulls up that, and I'm like, I'm just not. Who the fuck is DSP? I barely know who Aaron is. Oh, DSP is Darkside Phil. He's a Twitch. Well, actually, let's say this. He's a YouTube, Twitch, and I don't know what else, game streamer. He's, again, it's somebody who did the game streaming thing, and that's all it is. Richard never told me what your original Dick Cheese. Oh, nice. Great. Monster truck. Ain't nobody gonna tell Johnny how to live. How do I get into this monster truck? This is the other thing I gotta ask myself, because I've seen people get into monster trucks. It involves a lot of climbing. They don't sit on the ground. What, am I gonna have a ramp in the back and I gotta roll up it like a hill? I don't know. So like Markiplier. Only nowhere near as successful, but yeah. But he would play like, you know, fucking new games and current games and playthroughs of games. It would just be like, Fitzwell isn't banned, so I don't know any other dicks. Yeah. I don't try to ban. DSP is as good as, I think he means at video games, as James, or as a games journalist. Did he try to do that? I didn't even know that. This is where I'm so better not knowing things. Johnny, the internet wants to help you. How does the internet want to help me? What does the internet need to do to help me? By the way, the background is Digger. By the way, the background is Digger, your massage therapist. No. Digger is a occasional co-host that jumps on and hangs out for a while. Sandy Squatch, if you don't know who DSP is, you're not missing anything. You're right. You'll be fine getting stronger. All right. Hell yeah, armored, like, rear entry. I don't know how this works. Nobody I know cares that much. Everybody. So he fucking sucks at games. Great. So is he funny or something? How is he famous? That was literally the whole point of me covering him for a while. Because he's mediocre at video games. He's not funny or entertaining. And he yells at his audience. Like, berates them to pay. And it was a fun thing to cover for 5 minutes. But then after that, I'm like, if you go any longer than this, now it's you doing a disservice to yourself. Just move on with your life and be happy. Because I can't explain how that person works or why, and I've stopped caring, and I've been a lot better off since. Because I certainly ain't changing any of it. Publicly stating you are gay in an internet chat isn't the W you think it is, son. Who just did? Who just did? DSP is a demonic grifter. Right, but I'm not going to stop the people that he grifts off of. They're going to give to him. Who's going to give a shit what I say about it? So I found it was better just normally. So he's Gamer Aaron without the... I have no idea. DSP attack. You attacked my stepson, you bastard. If you get high enough, you can just float up there. No, that's not how getting high works. One, I don't have any of my getting high apparatuses around me because we haven't really done any salute the show stuff. But if we pull out the bubbler or the doctor, that's a different situation. This is what you call medicinally keeping my legs from jumping all over. Johnny, explain your glasses. I have them, so I like wearing them. It makes it easier to focus on one screen at a time when I have 4 screens of moving content. I have a screen with ads, and stories. I have a screen that I have to keep track of with my studio on it, and I have the chats, and I can bounce between them as I need, and this helps me focus. Before that, I just wore them because I had them, and I used to use them for DJing, and they looked cool, and I'll just wear them on the show. I'll try that as something different. And now I've found there's actually a couple of really nice benefits, and I like wearing them, so I do that. When I'm only using one screen, I don't really need them. If there are questions about DSP, Kino Casino did an amazing movie on him. Sounds good. Okay, that's fair. Right? It's, I put them on for a bit. I used to make fun of people wearing the sunglasses on the stream, like, you're inside, what you doing? But when you have like a I have a screen with my stories, and when we have Digger, it has her up there, so I can keep track of everything. But it helps me focus on one to another. They're like horse blinders. They're beautiful. Yells at his audience, parades them to pay. You talking about Aaron? No. Talk about DSP. I can understand the confusion. We have 2.5 hours left. We just did the TikToker that's paying $175 million for breaking up a marriage, which I found hilarious. I don't know if I want... Do we care to pull this? Now, I've heard... Let the chat tell me when I'm wrong here. I've heard that this interview with Donald Trump on Fox News apparently cuts important information out that makes Donald Trump not sound like he's reversing his opinion on HB1 visas.
The H-1B visa thing will not be a big priority for your administration, because if you want to raise wages for American workers, you can't flood the country with tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands of foreign workers.
You also do have to bring in talent.
We have plenty of talented people here.
No, you don't.
We don't have talented people here?
No, you don't have certain talents, and people have to learn. You can't take people off an unemployment line and say, I'm going to put you into a factory where we're going to make missiles, or I'm going to put you...
How did we ever do it before?
Well,
I'll
give you an example. In Georgia, they raided because they wanted illegal immigrants out. They had people from South Korea that made batteries all their lives. Making batteries are very complicated. It's not an easy thing. It's very dangerous. A lot of explosions, a lot of problems. They had like 500 or 600 people, early stages, to make batteries and to teach people how to do it. Well,
yeah, I'm kind of there with you, Scruffy. It kind of seems like we're turning everything around with Donald Trump. Like, we just kind of keep circling around. I've also heard supposedly the leaks are missing crucial details. I'm really hoping the Epstein leaks leads to what I would call a food fight scenario between the Republicans and the Democrats, where they just start pelting each other and calling out the other side for being an Epstein person. They refuse to teach anymore. That's when entry-level jobs require 3 to 5 years of experience. Right. They refuse to teach. Entry-level jobs want you to have experience. Now you have to find an education center that somehow is going to train you, and while they train you, you can get like a stewardship or an internship or something to get some experience, so that way you can come out as an entry-level worker with 3 to 5 years. Battery workers eat at McDonald's. I have a degree in chemistry. You think I couldn't make a fucking battery? No, I think you could. But I don't think we all have it. New foreclosures jumped 20% in October. Uh-oh. They hired a bunch of cheap foreigners instead of starting then. Right, and that's where we're supposed to be making that correction. I thought that's where that H-1B visa thing would help and stuff like that.
They wanted them to get out of the country. You're going to need that, Laura. I mean, I know you and I disagree on this. You can't just
Thank you, Balls Deep. Berate me, Daddy. You're a horrible person who supports this show, and I hate you.
And going to take people off an
Separating.
unemployment line who haven't worked
I don't know
in
how to
5 years,
berate.
and they're going to start
I don't
making
even
them
know how to be
missiles.
greedy.
It doesn't
I don't even know. Like, I make a very small, like, hourly wage when you think of the time I put in the prep and the doing the show. I just make a small little thing on this, and it's like I don't want to make a lot. I don't care about money. I just want Lanny. I made a battery out of a potato once. I've seen a video game that did that. I understand the principle of the matter.
Work that way.
The only one allowed to have one of those here. I'm a potato battery? You're the only one allowed a potato battery, Brian? That seems like very not okay. Johnny, explain magnets. Okay. So we all understand magnets, right? Like, magnets are these things that will stick to other things. But sometimes they don't stick to other things, right? Because that's magnetism. And We all know. Nothing is going to change. We aren't getting out of this bullshit. Yeah, I kind of felt that way early on in the Trump administration. I knew that, like, Donald Trump, like, I didn't vote for him, but I knew, like, Donald Trump winning the election meant one of two things. Either he's going to be, kind of the way I said about the 3-Eye Atlas thing, either he's going to be the against the rules, break all the rules, run the country like a business, make it more profitable when he's done than when he started kind of deal, or he's a smokescreen. So we all, oh, look at the big shiny thing. Oh, it can change, but people don't have the stomach for what's needed. Johnny, to berate your fans, you need to turn the live stream off, yell at us, and say, give me money. What do you mean? But if I turn the live stream off, I can't yell at you. It doesn't make sense. Stairs in Crusades. A magnet seat would be cool reversed. I don't know what you mean by that. Anti-magnetism, you can't even attract flies. Nobody wants more street shitters, Donald. I'll be honest. I don't think we need... Look, after all the driving stuff we've seen, I don't think we need... Tips. Yeah, I need tips. We need tips. Didn't we have a tip already? I think Balls Deep tipped us early, so we had a tip already. But if you send in 5 anywhere... or the PayPal, Venmo, or the Rumble, will do a controlled burn for you. Yeah, how's old Digger doing? Let's check up on Digger. So Donald Trump is reversed. Him and Elon, him and Elon kind of got in a tiff over the HB1 visa thing. Really weird that down the line he completely changed his mind. Strange. Anyways, we're going for another 2 hours and 15 minutes. We've gotten through all of those. That's the Donald Trump one. So now back to this one. I've featured quite a few videos on female police officers. We played a few for you on female police officers. I don't know if I can have the audio on this one either. So we'll just mute it in advance. Now, if I've worked with these geniuses, they lie on resumes and they're just completely awful. They destroy everything they touch. Not everything, okay? The building was still there when I left. That's what I should do. I should lie on my resume. Why didn't I think of that? All right, so the first hour stuff's all done. 3-Eye Atlas is just a rock. We are doomed as a country. Didn't matter who we picked. There's no getting out of this spiral that we're in. Hold on. Save your pennies. No, but I don't really want to talk about Aaron, so I don't hate how much Aaron yells. But again, don't really want to talk about Aaron. So it's not really the show. I enjoy my time not talking about the Steel Toe Show here, just doing my own thing. So just mention that going forward. I like to know how things work. Well, that's always important. Give me my $7.50 and I'll order McDonald's. Why do you need $7.50? Why do you need $750 to order McDonald's? I hate this shit. Doing a master's program while working 40 hours a week in a fucking lab sucks. Right? But then when you get out, when you graduate with your master's, you have to have years of experience. So you had to get in on this like weird time frame. And then you had to, deal with all this shit. That is what DSP asks for. What? Oh, give me my $750 and I'll order McDonald's? Yeah, again, like I used you to make a point and you keep remaking it where I'm like, yeah, but I don't really want to talk about it. Now you're just everything. He does this, he does this. I kind of I don't know if you didn't hear me when you got in here. You were very upfront about being like, I'm a toe hater. And I'm like, right, but I don't want to sit here and talk about toe. It's not that I'm for or against your point. I know you'll make it whatever way you want. I just don't like steering off of the show's topics and the story's topics and the chat's other interesting topics. We get those going too, to talk about toe. Like, I don't want to do a show. I don't want to do a talk about toe show, if that makes sense. 6 years experience doesn't get me shit. Really? It doesn't get you shit? I should hope that it should count for something. A master's in what? I'm glad we're in the same club. A master's in chemistry. Well, hopefully I'll get you. Got my bachelor's in 2019. Been working since then. Okay, calm down. Well, I mean, I told you the first time, and I am calm. You think this is irritated and agitated. You can see why you have a problem with the Aaron yelling thing. You probably think that's real. I am calm. I just get annoyed when you guys deliberately ignore me and somehow act like you. I'll say this. It's a very girly gaslighty thing to be. What am I doing? Why are you so mad? Okay, calm down. Stop being a little girl. Just trying to contribute to this fun show. No, you're not. You're trying to make it about toe. And I told you I didn't want to. Don't bitch out now and stop. Like, the chat's literally here. Do you want me to pull up all your messages? You're talking about stuff that has zero to do with what we're talking about. I have zero student debt. Me too, Landmine, but that's because I only went to a half a semester of college. And then life got in the way. But to be fair, I did have a culinary resume at the time that really seemed like that was going to carry me a lot farther. Too bad the old legs, hands, and heat issue with kitchens. Anyways, back to this video that we have. We have female police officers. Now, every time that we have criticized female police officers attempting to arrest a suspect, it's been a guy. Now we have female police officers attempting to arrest a woman. So the fair team, like, no big deal. We can go back to this. You wouldn't like me when I'm angry, Roofer. I work in medical device quality now. Pays well, and I work from home, so it's not terrible. Yeah, I'm kind of looking at a gig like that. The sign says it all. Wrong way. Which one's the wrong way, though, MSO? Which one's the wrong way? Let's find out. And play. Oh, no. Yeah, I'm too worried that music's going to get me popped. And I don't think we hear talking. Let's try one more time with... Yeah, it's just somebody's bad rap music that they picked. And I say that not knowing what song it is. It might be a decent song. I don't give a shit. Let's get back to this. So she's running at... All right, so we've got one lady trying to restrain the suspect. They're both female police officers trying to restrain this woman. No, honey. I thought you guys could handle this one. Trucker 18-wheeler. Hey, Cripple, what'd I miss? Not a whole lot. We've been talking about a couple of different things. We have a story later about a very interesting couch that Digger didn't want to do without me, so we're waiting for that. Does your diaper leak? Hey, Al. No, I'm just doing a thing. Jay Warren, that seems like a very rude question to ask. Like, what kind of answer? Like, because there's no answer you give them that. Oh, no, it doesn't. I don't wear diapers. Oh, see, he wears diapers. Like, it doesn't really matter. Anyways, good afternoon, my fellow how's it going? Simply, no, I don't. Well, again, but this is one of those, that's a very weird, pointed out of the weird question. I don't wear them. I would accept that. I don't even know why you asked in the first. Like, that is one of these, again, things where it's like you came in here to do a thing, apparently, and she looks like Digger if she was a cop. I don't know if I agree with that. Their hair isn't red at all. That's completely wrong. Digger, where are you? She's not here. She is not here at the moment. She'll be in later. We may be able to be friends, I guess. We both don't like our jobs being given to the forehead. Oh, dear Lord. That is strong. Bitching about different podcasts is like yelling into my butthole. It ain't getting us anywhere, says Lab Class with $5. Thank you for the $5, Lab. I should put something in this. Do that little celebratory thing right there. Maybe she... Why would... Because she tripped? So that's where you are with women? If they trip, it's because they're on... Okay. Maybe she tripped because she's on her period. Okay. Really weird. But yeah, so, all right, tripped, got up, the two of you on the scene. Hopefully you're both okay. Now just slap the cuffs on her and book her, Dano. Why is she backing away? How are you not... You understand part of being a police officer is restraining the suspect. Johnny, can we call Mikey? No, but here, let's just do this. I'm getting... Let's just do this. See you later. There we go. Just don't think less of me because I'm black. I promise I speak English. Jesus Christ, man. All right, so we've got her to the ground. We've got her to the ground. So now just put her hands behind her back and... All right, one of you hold her down. You can't hold her down that way. Now you can't get... That's where her arms have to go. Oh, dear Lord, this is not going well. Chevy Wild Saffron, Chevy JB, after fingers and toes, can we do noses? What are we talking about? Dear Lord. They can fit in loser haters. Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at with that. One carries oneself as what matters. Well, Brian's an upstanding dude. Brian's good people. If I could vouch for one person. I was going to say, wow, how progressive of you. Then I realized progressives are racists. Not intentionally. Unintentionally. It's an unironic thing for them. They just think less of everybody else. That's why they have to make everything equal, because those people can't accomplish anything on their own. We got to lower the standards, so that's fair for them too. But again, ladies, this is not helping you. You're getting in your own way here. Okay, so one of you should probably sit. And I love the guy that's just sitting here filming. Some dude just... She just realized everything she's doing is being filmed. She's probably not aware. I mean, I know you guys are wearing the body cams, but that's kind of what's going on. And oh, thank God, some other people are showing up to help. Are you radioing for backup or asking the guy with the camera to go away? By the way, they still haven't gotten her arms behind her back to cuff her yet. It has taken the two of you, and now what looks like a municipal highway worker is stopping on the scene to help out. All right, let me guess, still rap music? Yep. So, two of you weighing her down. Oh, wait, guys, I'm wrong. We got her cuffed. We got her cuffed. We got her cuffed. Finally. Hey, madam, that doesn't look like a kitchen. That's just mean. Sometimes I wish I lived close to Johnny so we could hang out. I'm not really a hangout person. I remember that he's in a wheelchair, and I would probably have to push him. No, thank you. Yeah, no, it's fine. Why are we putting the taser? All right, why is the taser a thing now? You've got her cuffed. You've each got an arm. One, if you tase her, there's a good chance you're tasing your friend. Like, I don't know how bad the electricity is going to jump from A to B here, but there is a possibility where pulling this trigger tasers this lady. Yeah, see Nucleatic Gaming saying it. That taser would shock the other cop, too. I'm worried I'm about to hit play, and we're about to watch one cop taser another through a civilian intermediary. Is that how we should word it? Through a civilian intermediary. Wouldn't need to jump skin-to-skin contact. How Now, here's the question I have. How much is it from going from skin-to-skin contact? How much of it is going to transfer? Is it going to be muted more? Will it be like, hitting her at a 3 and her at a 2 or something? Like, what are we talking? How much depreciation in electricity happens when we go from suspect to officer and grounded with the other hand through the heart? Oh, boy. Now I'm excited to hit play. We might be about to watch a friendly fire incident. Never mind. She did not tase her. The threat was enough. Now they've got, ma'am, you better be very, very careful. The last time a cop kneeled on somebody, they went to jail for a really long time. And I don't know how, you might be new on the force. You don't want to do that. Police aren't trained to arrest. Dear Lord. That is aggressive for the on-screen chat, sir. I disagree. And again, this is a lady. If it had been a guy of any ethnicity, they wouldn't have held out. And they had a large time, and I meant to say large difficulty, but I screwed up. They had a large difficulty and a hard time. Dude, that's not how you pick somebody. That's how you dislocate a shoulder. Oh my, now I'm starting to feel for this lady. Scrubby, I can't breathe. Like, that's probably what she had to say. It's probably what she had to say. They were both holding her. Scene, this is kind of rough. Police are trained under strobe lights with verbal repetition into making and using. All right, that's a weird thing to say. Oh, that was a shirt. I thought that was just orange skin. No, it's a shirt. This is so cruel. I don't know about cruel. It was them trying. She was resisting arrest initially, and it was fun to watch them all roll around. But I'm kind of getting on your side. This is a little cruel now. No, what the hell? She is not a small lady. I understand. Those frames aren't built to pick her up. Thank God they helped her up without dislocating her shoulders. So let's take her in now. Let's bring her back. Is that that's the end of it. So now we got it all reined in. Yeah, Bud Britches. That's kind of the way what I'm doing. Kind of how we're handling things. The end of the line gets hit hard set. I don't know what Groucho Marx is talking about. Hey, madam, that doesn't look like a kitchen. Sometimes I live in the clothes. Police aren't trained to arrest. Okay. Cop bashing hour. Where's the damn green siren? I don't think the cop bashing thing was. We weren't bashing cops. We were bashing the women's ability to arrest a lady. That was really where it was at. It wasn't specifically cop bashing hour. I'm not really pro or anti-police. They get called in on situations where you need them, but then at the same rate, COVID taught us that it's not like you can trust them implicitly. Hey, Al. How you doing? No, you keep coming down to yell at me. What's up? Now you got nothing. Thank you. Do I need to put my feet up? Is that it? I have 2 $5 donations, though. I got to do the doctor bit for that. So thank God we have my smoke neutralizer tube here as well. All right, so let's do one for Lab Glass. Thank you very much. All right, buddy. I'll do the $5 one later. Come on. Come here. Hey, everybody. For those of you that need to see him, it's Alucard. Orange is the new back. We already have the best viewers. Fuck off, bot. Yeah. Yeah, Twitch bot. We have the best viewers. We have the most fun on the show. The best time. Why? Cat. Frackin' toasters. It's been a long time since I've heard a Battlestar Galactica reference. Galactica, you stupid moron. Battlestar Galactica. All right. Excuse me. We have 2 hours left in the program. It seems like Digger's still live over on her channel, reading to her lovely audience. So she'll be joining us after she finishes. So we've got, again, 2 hours left in the program. We'll see if she joins us. Wild Saffron says hello to you, Alucard. Al, proof of life achieved. Yeah. Everybody say hi to Alucard. Proof of life. He's getting his new medication, and then I have to take him back in 2 to 3 weeks. I'm going to call that vet, and I'm going to find out if they can straight test him just for his thyroid thing. I want a refund for the blood test they did then, because they ran a battery blood test, and they're like, no, we want to bring him back in 2 to 3 weeks just to run his thyroid numbers. And it's like, well, then why didn't you do that the first time? You charged me out the ass the first time, so let's figure that out, because I am not made of money. Anyways, we've got those covered. We got that done. And close you. Oh, you're going to leave? It's fair. It's fair. See you later, bud. Love you, Al. And there goes Alucard, everybody. Which means I can also say salut to Bud Britches that says if people want to talk toe, make him pay. Yeah, dude, if you really want to say shit about toe, go over to Rumble and put it in a super chat. So, like, the on-screen thing, that's it. Because I don't like it. Al proof of life, all doctors suck, including vets. Digger reads to blind people. Well, I mean, Digger reads to anybody that clicks in on the YouTube or the Digger 1420 Rumble link, and they tune in. She's reading what is the name of it? The Great Controversy. I was about to get that wrong. I always want to say The Great Gatsby. Because, like, I've never read The Great Controversy. I don't know what The Great Controversy is. If I had to put my money on it, probably something largely religious-based. You say The Great, and then my brain immediately goes, The Great Gatsby. Like, you're reading books, you're reading The Great Gatsby, right? Like if you told me you're reading a book and you said war, my brain is immediately going, War of the Worlds or War and Peace. It's one of the two. But, like, if you say War of the Debutantes, I'm like, well, I didn't expect that. Morning, Johnny, says Richard Head. Hello, Richard Head. Good to see you. Don't allow super chats. Atomic Ray. No, it's the on-screen thing. I just don't want stuff on my screen. People can have their opinions all day long, but if their opinions about that shit, I like and respect the ability to ignore them if I want. You can post them. I don't give a shit. But if it's on screen, then it's crossing more of a in my face thing that I don't want to bother. And I can understand, be like, I want you to address this. Yeah, I don't. So let's agree that we don't want to do the same thing, and you should probably F off. Sherlock Holmes maybe sounds girly. Maybe. Sherlock Holmes definitely sounds girly. The best doctor is the sweet. Oh, dear Lord, Nucleatic Gaming. THC would kill me, though. Or would kill me, too, I guess. I mean, supposedly, you said you're allergic to it. But if you're allergic to it, then it's not going to kill you. It's going to make you asphyxiate. Because more than likely, if you're allergic to it, you're probably going to swell up. You're probably going to swell up. It'll probably make your bronchial tubes in swell, and it'll probably cause severe agitation in your throat and swell up. Where is mommy? Oh, you mean Digger. She does a show, like she's had this thing. I make a joke, she's stealing my audience. She's had this thing going for a while where she does her own show every Thursday, reading to the chat. She goes through different books, reading a chapter or two at a time, and conversing with you, the chat. It's just something she likes to do. She likes the reading routine to help keep her reading comprehension sharp and witty. Can't argue with the idea. And so she's doing that. If you want to catch her on her channels, it's Digger420 on YouTube and Digger1420 on Rumble. But yeah, that's kind of the way every Thursday goes. She'll be here at the end of the show. At least she better be, because I am sitting on King Kong couch until she gets here. It's not that big a story. It's fun, but I am not talking about it out of respect because she wanted me to talk about it with her. She's like, well, save King Kong Couch. So King Kong Couch, which would have been a first-hour thing at this point, is now a third-hour thing because we're hoping if we wait, she'll get here. But at last check, yeah, she's still on her show doing her thing. They probably have a Braille keyboard. Yeah, dude, Braille keyboards totally exist. But you'd have to have, like, a, what is it, the narrator on. You'd have to have the Windows narrator on. You'd have to use key commands for everything because it's not like you can scroll your mouse. But I do believe they make Braille keyboards. So Braille keyboard, narrator on, and then when you go somewhere, it'd tell you where you are and what you're doing. Yeah, that could work. That could totally work. That sounds, you know what? That sounds stark raving plausible. Hey, Wild. Yeah, Wild, glad to see you back in the chat. And thank you for doing that thing for Jeff. I never knew Jeff. But Digger, Jeff was a big figure and important to her. And that meant a lot to her that you did that. So thank you for your kind gesture. So, all right, we've got all that caught up. Let's load up our second hour stories. We're about halfway through the second hour, so we should get into this. We're talking about an old person driving. We've got Tasmania making a ban on how they handle prisoners that I really want to catch on. We've got the reason for the title of the story, which is the fact that the last penny minted ever was minted today. The U.S. Mint has minted their final penny. And so we're start hoarding your pennies. Start holding on to all of them because they're going to be going up in value pretty soon. Unsure she didn't want to sit on King Kong. No, again, it's the couch thing. There's pictures. King Kong couch, not King Kong Dong couch. King Kong couch. The dong part isn't part of it. King Kong Dong is a viewer of the show. The King Kong couch is an actual thing. Travel Fund 69, Jeff. What? I don't know what that. You know what? Agree to disagree. I had no idea what that means. All right, so we have maybe he's talking about the old guy. So we have a story about a French octogenarian. So I believe that means like 80, right? Yeah, 85-year-old. Octogenarian. Duh. It's in the name. So we have a story about a French octogenarian. The story about a bus theft in Hamilton, Canada. And the cops commented on what is a classic Canadian way to comment. Unlike some people, I keep my promises. Is that a beat on me? I'm sorry. Good to be back. Been taking care of my mother-in-law. She had knee replacement surgery. Glad that you're back. Hope your mother-in-law is well and recovering well from her knee surgery. So, but glad to have you back, Wild Saffron. And Digger will be in later. Whoa, what is? I don't even know what that is in reference to. Ask Digger, says Sean. All right. Freak, you're not cool unless you piss. Dude, this isn't, was that Billy Madison? Don't know if that was Billy Madison or not. Good to be back. Ask Digger. All right, we're caught up with all the chat, so we can get into this. Last week, an 85-year-old man living in Château-sur-Thuet, a commune in western France. What is a commune? Is that just like a group home or a, you know what, fuck it. Accidentally went on a road trip, and while trying to reach his doctor's office in Ervault, a neighboring commune, I think that's just the way they say community, located about 12 miles from his, all right, this guy. I'm already pissed at you. 12 miles from your home. So you're planning to go 12 miles. The elderly man never arrived at his doctor's appointment, however, but it was only when he missed the meeting of an association of which he was a member that his family began to worry. As time passed, the man's family began to worry, and even his neighbors noticed his absence. Soon the police were contacted about his disappearance, and they in turn asked the military for help, really, to geolocate the man's mobile phone. So they pulled the government in on this? Who is this 85-year-old? The octogenarian's family feared that something bad had happened to him, but they never expected the answer they got from authorities. The military tracked down the missing man's phone to a hotel in Croatia, 1.5 thousand kilometers or 932 miles away from his home. He had apparently driven for 20 hours, passing through Italy to reach the southern European country. When asked why he ended up there, the 85-year-old said he didn't understand what had happened, adding that his road trip had been the result of a GPS problem. 12 miles versus 932. Come on, man. You're not going 100 miles. Was he a member of NAMBLA? They don't mention that in the article, Freak 59. They don't mention it. It's Billy Madison. Thank you for that. I don't think that he's not saying something though. You GPS problem, go the wrong way, drive too far. You can sell me on all of these. 85-year-old loses track of time, goes a little farther than normal. Fine. You're not traveling over 100 miles when you're aiming for 12 and honestly going, yeah, no, I'm any minute now. And you're certainly not doing it for another 800 after that. He was going somewhere and he didn't want anyone to know about it. Although clearly not in the prime of his life, the octogenarian was not known to suffer from cognitive impairment or disorientation issues. He has already traveled to Croatia. His family's already traveled to Croatia to retrieve him. He'll probably have quite the story to share with them. Yeah, dude, let's open image a new tab. Let's go to you. So Buddy here, he's in this area originally, and he's supposed to be going where? I don't know, somewhere. But he ended up all the way over here. So I'm guessing he's supposed to be somewhere in this, area. But he went up he went through Italy. So then he must have gone down into Italy, onto this straightaway, all the way over through Slovenia, and fuck this dude. How that's not an accident. They said a organization. I'm left to assume NAMBLA. They didn't say a organization. The guy went to go to a medical appointment. He was a part of a all right, let's go up. An association of which he was a member. Then his family began. It was only when he missed a meeting of an association. I mean, they don't list the association. You're right. Now I'm leaving that door open. Maybe the association's just like a Buffalo Lodge thing. I'm not really agreeing much with Scruffy today. I'm sorry you're not. I'm sorry you're not. But Scruffy, a big fan of the show and support of the program. I support everyone having their own opinion. I don't know what you want me to do about it, but I'm sorry that you don't agree with Scruffy. I have, I think, one last thing to do for Bud Britches, and I'll put this back away. And we have about an hour and a half left in the program, hour 45, really. So thank you for supporting. What do I do now? I don't know. Maybe Richard's just trying to be a dick. I don't know. He said he's not agreeing with you. If I'm upsetting shitty people, I'm doing right. I'm doing it right. Oh, I don't think he's shitty. I didn't say that. I don't know. I don't know what he just said. I'm not really agreeing with Scruffy. No Elks Lodge in that part of the world, says Matthew Quall. Help neutralize that smoke. All right, there we go. Thank you again, Bud Britches, for the $5 earlier. We appreciate all the support. That's how we knock the goals down. Like, we're on the 25th of November. We're at $45 now after everything yesterday. We had a great support on the Go F Me birthday stream last week, so we're just kind of riding that out. If you want to support the program, you can. YouTube, PayPal, Venmo, Twitch, all of those. And we will say thank you, as well as let's keep an eye on these. And this one, done. So now if anyone sends anything, we'll know. Okay. No, so again, you might be right. I'm hoping not. Obviously, either that dude's got some serious mental issues, or he's up to something. I can't guess your assumptions to be outwardly wrong, all out of pocket. Just simply hope that's not the case. It'd be nice. Can't seem to decide between a Victorinox, Messermister, or Wusthof boning knife. Any chefs in the house? I'm a fan of the Wusthof series, particularly the Wusthof. Do they still make the Wusthof Grand Prix? The Grand Prix series, which Wusthof knives, first of all, traditionally forged, full metal tang, one solid piece of metal. It's about the best chef's knife you can get, in my opinion, in my professional opinion. Very easy to hone with a steel, very easy to keep sharp with a minimal diamond edge steel or traditional knife sharpeners, or the new age drag knife sharpeners. I don't care for those, but whatever, that's neither here nor there. But the Wustofs themselves, they have a lifetime guarantee. If you break it, you can go in and you can trade it. They are not supposed to break or chip. They are they're not like meant to cut through bone, but like a boning knife, you know what I mean? But again, the Grand Prix series, I like the Wustofs, but they have the classic like black handle with 3 rivets through it. The Grand Prix series, the tang has a handle like melt forged in like plastic, like soft plastic onto it. And it's got one little rivet stamp with the Wusthof symbol at the back end. But that was the Wusthof Grand Prix series. I have never checked into it if they still make those, but those are my favorites, if you're asking my opinion. I have had all Grand Prix series. I've had 10-inch wide chef's knife, my chef knife set that got stolen. I had a 16-inch, or no, not 16, you fucking idiot. I had a 12-inch carver. I had a 10-inch wide chef knife. I had an 8-inch Grant & Santuco. I had a 6-inch sandwich slicer. 4-inch Perry knife. Diamond edge steel. Hard leather case. Lost all of that. Now I just have, but yeah. I'm a big Wusthof guy. I use GPS every day at work. How the hell did the thing not say proceed to the route or do a U-turn up there? Again, even if it doesn't, Sandy Squatch, how far, like when you're expecting to drive 12 miles, Sandy, like pretend your instrumentation and your GPS died and you just had to eyeball it. How far are you driving before you realize, I've gone more than 12 miles? Clearly something's not right here. Because that mofo racked up 936 or 86. I don't remember which. No, 36 because it was 1,500 kilometers. 936 miles. Meow. Do we need to do proof of life number 2? Well, come on up, Sweets. Sweets, your name is Tegra. Come on up, Teg. Come on. Teg. Well, I'll pick you up. Well, then come here. You're mewing for attention. All right, a good knife is worth every penny. Absolutely. And she ran away from me. Did he run out of gas at all? I would think he had to stop and refuel at least once for a 936-mile trip. So that's the other thing. He drove all the way over there, and he didn't think when he had to stop for gas. He didn't think when he's been driving for, again, 20 hours, a 12-mile trip. For those of you who don't drive often, a 12-mile trip should not take you more than an hour. If you're driving 12 miles and you've been at it for over an hour, you are either in heavy congestion, have the weirdest route I've ever seen, or constantly having to stop for one reason or another. You should have been able to cover that distance in under an hour. So yeah, I don't understand that dude at all. Something seriously sus about that guy. Legit. Let's check in on her, and she's still at it. So yes, for those of you who need the update, Digger's still doing her thing, and she'll, of course, join us after. Thank you for being here on Twitch, YouTube, and Rumble. We love having all of you guys over here. It's super duper cool, and we're going to keep going. Our next story that we have is one that I'm fully for in every way. This is out of another, I guess, is Tasmania part of Australia? Is Tasmania part of Australia? It's either out of Australia or specifically out of Tasmania. But I suppose Tasmania, they'd say Australia was. Tasmania is now banning men from women's prisons after a father who apparently assaulted a toddler. His own toddler. Oh, dear Lord. Requests female housing. The request female housing. Give the guy a wood chipper. And anyways, as a result of this guy clearly using the system to be like, no, I like predatory crap, and I want to be locked in a room full of women. Like, they went, all right, as a result of this, because they can't ban just the guy, I guess, they are now banning men from women's prisons. To which I say, hooray. Do it everywhere. I'm trans. Well, then you shouldn't have been committing crimes, because we're not locking you up with the women. I would love to see this be widely embraced. Possibly, Richard did. So yes, based Tasmania. Right? I'm all for this. I am all for, like, if you break the law, like, I'm all for, you want to talk about your identity or whatever, you have the right to voice those opinions, in my opinion. But when you become a criminal, unless it's the state coming after you specifically, but if you're legit engaging in any sort of fraudulent, abusive, or predatory behavior that would land a person behind bars before their, gender identity is considered, you go to the gender of your birth gender. Like, you go to that prison. Be like, oh, but that's not respecting my identity. Why should we be respecting your identity if you're not respecting laws and rules of society? It's weird to extend that olive branch. And time again, we see people that want to abuse that system use those excuses, and I'm not for that either, especially that. So, as reported Tuesday by The Australian, who's The Australian? Who watches The Watchmen? A father who his own... All right, again, I feel like, why are we talking prison sentences? Don't you have shark-infested waters? His daughter has demanded to be placed in a women's prison in Tasmania, prompting the state government to declare it has banned trans-identifying male prisoners from women's prisons. The in question, described by Tasmanian prisoner sources as the worst of the worst, set up a camera. Yeah, dude, again, why is this guy getting a prison sentence? The court was told the child still suffered nightmares, exhibited challenging behavior, and was developmentally delayed. Yeah, so don't lock that guy in with women. Multiple applications by the inmate for transfer to a women's prison have been refused by Deputy Premier Attorney General and Corrections Minister Guy Barnett, who has now ordered that the state's corrections service to give an absolute priority to the safety of female prisoners. Right? And I support this wholeheartedly. The presence of any male prisoner in a women's prison would present an unacceptable safety risk to female prisoners, Mr. Barnett told The Australian. Alrighty. The Tasmanian government's hard line comes from amid mounting pressure on state governments to act after Northern Territory Chief Minister Leah Fitzgerald last month became the first leader of
Fuck off.
No, I'm reading this. Australian jurisdiction to ban trans offenders from women's prisons. That declaration came in the wake of revelations by The Australian that the father who had abused 5-year-old daughter is being held in a Victorian female correction center because he now identifies as a woman, and that several women in a prison in South Australia have been attacked, and at least one case essayed by the notorious inmate. Or no, by notorious inmate Krista Richards. So, yeah, no, again, how many times do we see it happen? Don't put the doctor away yet, says Bud Richards. Oh, that's not the doctor. That's the bubbler. But if you want me to get the doctor, I will get the doctor. Thank you for the $10, Bud Britches. Really appreciate that. That's awesome of you. Over on Rumble. Again, all those little things help out. Can you do the Rumble Creator Pro? Like, I have to get premium for that, and that's a little, but I mean, I could spend some money to make some money. Can you do the Rumble thing and read the ads and be live on YouTube? Or do I have to change that up? Those are the questions we have. All right, so maybe start doing just Rumble Creator only shows once in a while. I don't know. I don't want to be streaming all the time. We'll figure it out. Either way, thank you for the $10 over there on Rumble. We really, really appreciate it. So here we go. Roll with the Dr. Heyo. Since I'm probably going to lose this and cough like a bitch, I'm going to pull this down here, and we're going to play. What is BSS clip?
This studio.
Yep. Oh, that's right, Brian's thing. I can't believe I still have that. Oh, I got to get rid of that thing. All right, anyways, let's go for this one. We'll be right back after this salute to Bud Britches.
Hey world, what should we do? All the jokes that become the news. Take the black pill they're prescribing you. Game over. Game over. Game over. Game over.
Holy crap. Atomic Ray gifting a subscription. Thank you, Atomic Ray. That's super duper helpful for all of this. You guys are awesome. I don't think I have anything left in the doctor at the moment or anything ready, so we'll use the bubbler for that. The subscriptions are what, 5? All right. Ba-doop-boom. Thank you. And that subscription went going out to Red Scooper. So, Red Scooper, you are welcome. Maybe I should shorten that song. That's a little long. Maybe we need to tone that down. Thank you all very, very much. We have an hour and a half left in the program. That was a nice way to move out of that story, which was way less than awesome, but also very much a thing. We have the we have a Barstool Sports clip, which I don't know how I feel about running with how that guy's gone. So we might try and avoid using it unless we run out of time. We have the whole penny thing to talk about. And we've got the Canadian thing, though. So AI voice agent to handle non-emergencies, and then that story. So, yeah, we might do this, I guess. We'll do the Barstool Sports clip. This is apparently now how BYU I get that as a Mormon school, you can't go for the kiss cam. Did we say goodbye to hemp THC products already? I don't think so. I mean, if you mean I'm no longer sponsored by that company that I was sponsored by before, yes. If like hemp CBD products in general, I'm using them intermittently, like the pills and stuff, but I mean, things have gotten easier in certain ways. Money's gotten tighter, and those products ain't cheap either. So we don't have them as a sponsor anymore, which made using them a lot easier. But what are you going to do? Based on Tasmania, you guys should be. That guy in Tasmania should be airdropped into the middle of the outback with no equipment. I don't disagree with that entirely. But then what does he get if he survives or escapes? I have questions. And you get no ads. Yeah. Wild Saffron, you get no ads. Wild Saffron, loving that. Winter chicken dinner. So yes, you get no ads. That's awesome. That's awesome. So we are going for another hour and a half. This is, again, BYU, a very Mormon school. You know what? We're going to call them back tomorrow and talk to them about how Dr. Gisron. Anyway, yeah, so BYU is a very Mormon school, so they can't do the kiss cam. That's not okay. So they've put up this, like, will you, won't you, trying to get people to date. Find your teammate. Oh, you called it find your teammate. They're in college, all right? Look, I'm not saying you can't meet the love of your life early on and settle down and be happy forever and a day. I'm just saying the odds that you met that person that early on, I don't think they're that great. I think society has proven it really doesn't hurt to have a little bit of play the field time. So if nothing else, you learn what you can't do. You know, everyone thinks they can do everything, a relationship, whatever, when they get at it at first. They think, I can do this. Sometimes you find out, no, you can't. He gets 2 shots, 1 screwball, then wow. I don't know what that means. They do the float and soak cam. I think New Skin is it's a skincare regimen. Nuclear Gaming saying I met my wife at 18. I'm not saying that can't happen. I'm just saying you're the outlier, not the average. That's all I'm saying.
Should you split the bill on a first date?
Oh, and so they're playing a dating game. They're playing a dating game. Should you split the bill on a first date? He's obviously going to say no. Now, if you're a strong, powerful, independent woman, you're technically supposed to say yes. Saying no is agreeing to the patriarchy because we both know who we're expecting to pay the bill. That would be the funny part if he's like, no, we shouldn't split the bill. It should be her bill. She's the one who wants the shrimp platter.
Absolutely not. Good to see chivalry still alive. Question 2, have you ever ghosted anyone?
So now we're just asking them, we're really putting these people on the spot here. Keep in mind, we haven't asked the most important question. Does she think this Owen Wilson looking as ugly as... Of course she's ghosted somebody. Of course she's ghosted somebody. Digger just finished up, sir. Well, thank you for that update. I'm sure she'll be here when the mood hits. Oh, shit, Atomic Ray gifted another subscription. Shit, so that's 2, and that second one went to Wild Saffron. really know if there's... if you push the edges down, because they're still green anyway. We'll pull through, but whatever, that's what cleaning is for. We'll do one with the dock. It's not going to be a heavy load with the dock, but we'll do one with the dock, because he did the 2 subs. We did the bubbler earlier, and that's also empty, so we'll do this. Thank you for all of that support, Atomic Ray. All of these gifted and subscription things will be going towards the goal, knocking it down, which is on November 25th at $45. So we're already on the last week of November, Thanksgiving week. We will be taking Thanksgiving Day off, but I think we might do some sort of weird Black Friday show thing for the people that are working Black Friday. And again, thank you all for that support. Here we go. What do we do for... let's play a different... we need a different sound drop. No. There's 2, so let's see.
There's a little squirrel.
Those seem almost the same. Screw it. We'll go with this one.
Yeah, just roll them around in a circle. Oh my God, I love it when you... Uh-oh, sugar.
This might not have been a good choice.
Don't move. I'll go get you a towel.
That's probably a bad choice to play. All right, Scruffy, same one. Oh, dear Lord, now it's getting mean. Float and soak is how Mormons do the Flintstone bop. Retirement. What? Uh-oh. Now we're all getting saucy. Digger just finished up. So yeah, she'll be joining us shortly. I've got that all set up. So when she feels like hopping over here with us, we can ooh, you know what I can do? I can do this. So that's that. I don't really want to... I'm cringing out watching them ask the questions. I guess we'll try one more here. I suppose I could have just played this. I don't know what a cougar tail is. I'm assuming it's something innocent given the situation. But what is a cougar tail? I have no idea what a cougar tail is. Atomic Gray, hi-ho, off to work I go, with a snip-snip here and a toke-toke there. Here a snip, there a toke. We're all busy at work. I was trying to go with the song, but then the lyrics got out of pace. I don't know how that works. Soak it in her... What the hell, Mr. Q? What are you talking about? All right, let's close that out. I don't want to watch them grill that poor dude anymore. And then they put it to a vote. Is it a mutual match? I couldn't even get that far. I don't know who signs up for that kind of abuse. They have a problem. That's not for... It's not for human enjoyment. Anyways, so there we go. We have a news story about the American penny. We can get to that. And then we have a couple of stories that work, especially if Digger's here. And then the one she told me to sit on for her. And we have an hour and a half. And actually saying it that way sounds bad. So saying it's way, it's funnier that you sing better than I, Johnny. It's okay. Uh-oh, did we drop out on YouTube? Nope. Up on the screen. Google it, Johnny. Google what? I don't know what to Google. I'm kind of sitting in this holding pattern on whether or not a certain somebody's popping in here. I got to make sure that I've got everything set up right over there too. So where is her window so I can just hide it and open the screen? Because the way I have this whole thing set up is not... There we are. Not the most ideal to have it up the screen. There we go. Oh my God, but I made it in time. I made it in time. That's the part that matters. Like right on the dot. Let's set this there, that there. Landmine saying F. I still don't know what the F is about, Landmine. You had me paranoid that the show dropped for a minute. And are you you ready?
Good.
Okay. And she's here. So there now thank you, because I kind of held off for a moment trying to get going. I didn't want to cover stuff. And
Okay.
not you too, Neasley, you unadulterated. I don't know what again, my YouTube is working just fine. I've got it all up.
I need to step out and step back in again because my Discord's doing tippy things.
Oh,
Give me 2
Lord.
seconds.
Okay. We just had her. Wait, but she's
Now I'm
back.
here, but all I'm getting is the square circle of death instead of your camera.
Well, hold on. I might have forgot to start the virtual webcam. I did. So I will stop. Or did
so
it
that
work?
was your fault, not mine.
Thank you, Fettuccine El Poo-Poo. You freaked the out of me. That was the best possible time to pull that bit because it completely worked. Did you fix it, or do I need to? I couldn't see the sticker because of the screen. Do I need to turn the camera off and back on again?
I think you got to turn it off and on again.
Because it is set to be the Streamlabs desktop virtual webcam. Did that fix it
There
for you?
you are.
All right,
Now
good.
it worked. That worked this time. Ooh, Discord. Yeah, I heard it, and I'm like, what the fuck? How can they be calling me? I'm already in a call. What's going on? Whoever dropped that, thank you.
This,
It worked.
that was Fettuccine El Poo-Poo. We also had 2 gifted subs by Atomic.
Well done.
Dance, mushroom dance, whatever could it mean?
Shit. We're in danger of a hype train over there. I can't handle that
I've never
now.
never seen that mushroom before. That's kind of cool. Mushroom.
Thank God he's dancing on my face. That actually.
Oh, Canada.
Oh,
Why are you so French? As we let them. It won't be for much longer.
Who are you saying? Oh, Canada, why are you so French? Atomic Ray.
Oh, Atomic Ray.
I'm complete. I forgot how easily you squirrel, which causes me to go off track. Oh my God, Digger, just shut up and sleep with Johnny. Shut up. Clip. Yes. We're working on that, Rusty. It's a process.
Bit by bit, step by step, we'll get there. Hello, Wild. Yes, I could not take the gray any longer.
I think it was Lexi that was in here earlier saying that the statehood thing isn't what it seems to be, but I don't know.
Okay.
I don't recall.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. There's a lot of things, a lot of questions that I need answers to. But either which way, we're interesting times.
In interesting times.
Yes.
Doesn't matter. We have multiple paths for that whole thing. Jesse SP, a little strange. I missed you, Mommy. What you been doing, Mommy? We explained to you this.
Hi, Jesse. I just finished my reading stream.
Yeah. You did the reading. All right. So the penny's over. I guess we can play this clip of them announcing it.
The Treasury Department.
This is
Save your pennies now. Like, seriously, when we got rid of the pennies, I was told to collect the hell out of them and save them because they'd be worth money. And I didn't, and I regret it. So you guys go out, buy as many rolls of pennies as you can. It will be worth something later.
I'm just going to keep them all in my car. Thank you, whoever just did that over there. It's not showing those on the Twitch chat. What's up with that? What's up with that? I need to show it on the Twitch chat.
Yeah, atomic ray statehood. It all depends. I would much prefer, as I've said before, I'd much prefer the Republic of Western Canada. I would like us to claim our independence from Ottawa.
Is that
Would
turtle
allow us to
constipated?
trade with you guys much more freely. But I don't know that I want to be a state. I don't know. There's so many things.
Look at all the wieners.
I go back and forth.
Now I'm trying to figure out why my chat on Twitch
Look at
is
all the wieners.
my pop-out chat. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to close it and get a new chat from Twitch. Because, like, Twitch is...
I'm definitely
Whoa,
leading the
whoa,
Wexit
whoa,
movement,
whoa,
yes.
Whoa, whoa,
1 cent coin after.
No, I'm trying to close the window, you dick. Boom. Yeah, because we have a hype train incoming in the next 4.5 minutes if one more person throws in. I don't know why my Twitch chat thing was not doing that in the chat pop-out before.
I don't know.
Whatever. Ah, my stream deck in the way.
I can't open up Twitch as well. I can open up 2 things, and my PC gets pissy.
Well, I
open up
need to
Twitch
keep
as
this-
well, and it just says "fuck you" and shuts down.
I need to keep this open. I don't know why it's not displaying the
Oh, there's a Twitch thing on the screen.
Yeah, no, I don't know why it's not displaying the people throwing in the Twitch chat. So I have to keep that updated on another thing now. All right.
Why is AP listing off different ways of saying have sex?
Thank you, Lab Glass and Fettuccine Al Poo for all of the all of the business. And thank you, Deer Butch, for being here with a 7 stream streak. Apparently he's been here a lot, and I didn't even realize he's like, I've been sniping.
Nice.
Well, thank you.
Nice.
Thank you.
Good to see
All
ya.
right.
Or
So
good
we've
to
got
not
all that.
see ya.
I'm
Thanks
gonna have
for
to
lurking.
pop over to that from time to time, and then keep an eye on this over here. Whoa, 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 Johnny. No more wieners. Whoa, 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 boom. They did the wieners. We have 3 minutes.
Here comes a train, a busy little train, rushing up and down on the daisy line. Mummies and daddies, the grandpas and the grannies, everyone's aboard on the 809.
Scruffy just spent 100 bits and launched the train.
And here comes driver 10
Thank you, Scruffy.
Way! Here it comes, here it comes, here comes the train to stay. Here comes the train!
Richard.
I like my little throat arms.
Off your pooper, says Richard. Well, my booty hole is now being kicked. I have to go get the doctor ready. I have to grind up some more stuff. No, not
Way to go.
Not my.
What a hardship.
Neutralizer. Come back. I need you.
Johnny doesn't know the float and soak? Oh.
Yeah, what's the float
You didn't
and
know
soak?
about soaking? Well, I just know of it as soaking. Mormons, they can't have sex before marriage.
Okay.
So what they do is they lie like fully dressed, and he slips it in her, and then lays very still while their friends jump on the bed, which forces the moving around of the penis within the vagina. But it's not his. He's not like thrusting, and she's not like grinding. So it's not sex, right?
No,
if you
no,
just
it's
lay
still-
there. No, there's a different term for it. Isn't I've got it slightly wrong. A soak is when he slips it in her and they just lay still with it inside her. That's soak. But there's another term when
For the love
when you
of
do that, and then your
Jesus.
friends jump on it.
This is good God.
They jump on the bed and then
3
they make
minutes in
the-
this hype
the-
train.
yeah.
Level 1, 31%. Thank you again so much.
I
This will
know
all be
them
counted
Mormons
for.
are kinky, eh?
That's
Go
not
through a
even.
lot
That's
to
just
have some sex.
like at
That's
what
not
point?
sex.
At what point are we? At what point are we ignoring the rules? But we're sticking. As soon as I
Yeah?
said sticking, my brain immediately went, "Nice word choice, dunce." But we're at what point are we ignoring the rules? But we're keeping to language that lets us pretend.
Whatever could it mean?
All right, so now I have 2.5 minutes, 37% of the way.
He needs a little blue line. like a necklace right underneath his.
Okay. I have a doctor run and I'm going to be laid out for that. We have an hour left, so we have a couple of stories to talk about.
Lizard.
So thank you again, Scruffy, for all the support. It concerns me so much that Digger knows all about this. Can you please repeat that, Digger, but speak softly this time? Oh.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, Jesse also wants to know what in the sand. This is stuff again that people shouldn't know. This is stuff.
I didn't need to know. I was taught. Oh, numb nuts.
We're at 50% with a minute and a half. I don't know if we'll make it to level 2. I might only have a level 1 doctor run to do because we have a minute and a half and 50%. So level 2 might not happen. But thank you so much for the hype train. This will all add with the gifted subs and everything else. We'll probably end up taking a huge chunk into the Thanksgiving week. By the way, I don't know what you're doing on. I don't know what you're doing on Black Friday, but I fully offer you a chance to come here and do blackface on Black Friday. I totally won't, but
you won't stop me, eh?
You're allowed, because I can just disavow.
Okay.
You're Canadian.
How
are you
supposed to need to do blackface?
Oh dear Lord, 1,000. Now we're at level 2. Shit. This is what I get for talking like I know anything. Like, it's very, very awesome of supporting the show. Thank you so much. But this is like the karmatic boomerang. It's like, oh, you talk like you know some shit. Hey, Cripple, let's remind you don't. Thank you, Scruffy. Now I'm at level 2. I'm at level 2.
Apparently, Christians used to eat beaver during Lent because they were considered to be fish.
Really?
I don't know. That's what Red Scoper's saying.
They were considered to be fish.
I don't know. Take it with a grain of salt. I have no proof one way or the other. But
Well,
it sounds
you have.
funny.
I don't
So
know about
read
salt.
It out loud.
Usually, when I go to fish, I go for butter, but that's because a lot of fish are dry and flaky. But or at least the white fish.
Yeah. I wouldn't
Never
know
had
because I can't
blackfish.
eat it.
Is there
so.
a blackfish? Like I know, like you can get whitefish. That's a literal fish you can catch as a whitefish, but we don't have. Do we have a blackfish? All right. Anyways,
Might be.
level 2D's nuts. Yeah, 11%. Level 2. 3 minutes and 42 seconds. I'll do this first run on the doctor. I'll hate myself. We'll get into some stories, and we have to talk about the King Kong couch, which people keep trying to call the King Kong Dong couch. And and I've been trying to say this: King Kong Dong has zero to do with these couches, and these couches are real.
Yeah.
And these
are real couches. And they're
this may be the most overhyped bit ever because I'm like, guys, I want to talk about King Kong couches, but I can't until Digger gets here. It would have been the name of the show, and I would have done it in the second hour, but I can't do it till Digger gets here. So we've been waiting on this. I'm gonna have to load that one next. I was told it was the Catholics who ate beaver during Lent because it was considered fish.
Well, it would have been Catholics. I don't think all Christians do Lent. I've never followed
beaver,
Lent. That is a Catholic sort of a thing.
Beaver's just the muskrat of the sea.
Same thing.
It's just the muskrat of the sea.
Love me some beaver though. Some muskox.
I said muskrat firstly, and then love me some beaver though. Perfect time to say that.
Is my real name a state secret? Probably not, because my country couldn't keep a secret to save itself.
That one hit home.
Good. Glad.
You're glad. I'm glad we're only at 11% on level 2. Because that means I only have one more to do.
Oh, you still got another one to do?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were done. Good Lord, man.
Yep, we're going to need a minute. But the hype train is only at 11%. Level 2 with a minute and 30 seconds. Minute and 30. So.
Okay, you got a minute. minute and a half, roughly.
It'll probably
Keep that thing going.
it'll peter out of here. And all right, I got the Rosie the Riveter story that you gave me. I had the
Treasury Department is.
We'll do the Treasury Department one now since we're talking about it. The penny expiring. The last one printed today.
Phasing out the 1 cent coin after more than 200 years. It's got a lot of sentimentality in this, I think. Fox Business's Edward Lawrence is at the U.S. Mint in Philly. One of my first trips with my parents was to a copper mine where they mined copper for the penny. I just remembered that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we've been using zinc forever. AP saying beaver tail is good. I imagine it's not bad. Dear Lord, Johnny.
Yeah. And yet copper is part of the problem with the penny price increases. What did in the penny, and the last penny will be minted today inside the U.S. Mint here in Philadelphia. They minted 2.3 billion pennies in fiscal year 2024, but no more after today. The cost of the penny to make it is actually 3.7 cents, penny only worth 1 cent, and that's material and production costs. The U.S. Mint lost $85.3 million in fiscal year.
So we can't afford to make them anymore. Woo, America!
Yeah, cost of living has gone through the roof, and now your penny costs 3.5, almost 4 cents to make. Way to go, kids.
We can't afford to make them. They're more than they're worth to make. Oh my God!
No, collect them. Go buy up rolls of pennies. They're gonna
level
be worth
2. Level 2 hype train, 11%. Thank you all so very much. I can't do another burn yet, but I have one on deck. And then I got to do a show for an hour, so we'll see how that goes. All right, so
yeah, they'll let them spend the pennies. You'll be able to spend the pennies until they're like been absorbed back out of whatever it is.
Where's the last time you even carried a penny in your pocket? I can answer that. A couple weeks ago when I had change, I had a couple pennies in my pocket. But there's a couple places that they end up being kind of gathered. I'll say this. I am not throwing away. I'm keeping every penny I find from now on. Just because, yeah.
We got rid of ours years ago now. Yeah. Just another step towards cost of living being out of reach of the normal person.
But since they'll
I'm
become
not gonna go and pick on your sister.
discontinued tender, their value will technically increase over time. So they're worth holding on to. Maybe for your kids.
Yep.
I'll give my daughter a jar of pennies for Christmas. She'll be like, what the fuck is this? Actually, if I gave my daughter a jar of pennies with the counter mechanism that I have for my piggy bank thing, where it adds up the coins based on the size, it knows what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I gave her a
Loves
jar
playing
of
with that
pennies with that, she'd just unscrew it and fill it and then empty it and unscrew it and fill. Like, she could have that for. That's not actually a halfway bad gift. And when she outgrows it, it'll be hopefully worth more than the pennies that are inside. I don't know. And she can keep the jar. I wish I had 3.2 billion pennies or 320 million. Well, I mean, if you've got that many pennies, what are you doing? I'm filling out collection books for my kids. I mean, yeah, those will be worth more. Also, buy gold. That's the number one way to do it. Just buy gold. That's the secret.
Buy gold, yes.
Ooh. All right, so we have about an hour in the program. The pennies thing, I think you were the one that told me about it. You're like, dude, hang on to all your pennies. And I'm like, not a problem. I told Ivy's mom, I'm like, hoard your pennies. She's got a supply. So yeah, there we go. So pennies are on the outs. All right, so we got the guy who took the bus. I don't know if I want to necessarily do that. That's a rip and read anyway. But AI voice agents. I think we should probably get into the King Kong couch just to see how long it goes. Is King Kong Dong here?
Is
Like
King
I've
Kong
been kind
Dong
of
here?
I've kind of been teasing it in case he was here to like I don't know, in an attempt to summon him.
My
He might not be
liege,
here.
Are you here?
He might not be here. But my brain is bleeding, says Shit Show. I'm sorry. I hope you feel better.
Yeah.
I am not strip the copper off the pennies and smelt it, then sell it for scraps, says Saint Aaron. But the copper, like, we don't have copper pennies. Aren't they primarily zinc or a zinc copper mixture? I thought it was not straight copper. Dong watch. It's a kind of dong watch, MSO, but only because I thought King Kong Dong might like this.
Yeah.
This audience in particular will get a kick out of this, and you were the one
Better
that's like
than a futon. I'm sure you could even add your fuck holes wherever you wanted
all right,
if you
stop
so
getting. You're
desired.
getting ahead of everything. It's like learn to tease this shit, woman. Damn.
Thought I
All
was
right.
teasing this shit.
No, you not quite. You're halfway there. And then let's make sure. Oh, and then we can play this guy's video if we really want to. So let's do it this way. Let's grab this out of there, and we've got those. So this story started as an internet meme and a fake AI photo. And you might be asking, what internet meme, what fake AI photo? Slow down, woman. You're acting like a man in bed. Whoa. So this AI photo took the internet by storm of the gorilla sofa, a sofa made to look like a primate. And you can tell it's AI because the hands and the feet seem to go together in like
They're all
here.
one?
Well, here there's a separate, like, I don't know about hand, but there's like a separate arm. And here the arm and the foot just blend in. Like there's no division. So this is the AI photo. Now, that's pretty funny. That's pretty cool. But because of that AI photo, we now have... let me do it this way because it just looks cleaner like this. We now have a Chinese company that is making these sofas. They're making
That's pretty cool.
the King Kong couch, as I dubbed it. They're making these sofas.
I love it.
So let me give you a Chinese company has begun producing gorilla-shaped sofas to meet customer demand after an AI-generated photo of gorilla. Oh, actually, several generated photos of gorilla sofas started going viral on social media. Back in April, a design-centered blog called Inspiring Designs published a post featuring dozens of AI-generated images of gorilla-shaped sofas. It's unclear whether they used Mid-Journey or some other digital. Who cares what the creation tool was? The results were indeed fascinating. One could tell from the onset they were made using AI, but that did not make them any less impressive. The problem was evident, though, that the 8 user comments on the post, the most was people couldn't make the distinction between AI content and the real product. So they kept asking where they could get a gorilla sofa.
Yes.
Well, a company in China was more than happy to meet the demand. In a short clip posted to TikTok, the owner of a Chinese company, furniture company, posting under the handle, and we'll show that video on their handle, can be seen showcasing several real gorilla sofas, from a black version inspired by King Kong to a beige and brown version complete with gorilla heads. They aren't as cool as the details as the AI versions, but they are definitely gorilla sofas. All right, so let's let's see if I can open this in new tab. Open video in new tab. You can't copy video address. So I have to
Gorilla
open
glue is good.
the
It's a
tab
good strain.
myself. Okay. That's not the video. You suck. All right, you know what? Close this. Let's ruin the magic, and I'll just grab the original post again and go over to here. Now, play me your stupid video. And you insulted my son, you bastard. Come on. I can't. You're sitting on one, and I want to play your video, but screw you. So they're on Amazon. They sell for about 10 grand. I don't think that's a 10 grand sofa. But if I had disposable income, I'll tell you this: I'd love to sit on it.
Yes, I would love to have one. I think that would be awesome. And I can see it's like a couch for people and cats as well. It's a whole big cat climbing stand.
Is it wrong for me wanting to see one on a porch? I feel like they're not meant to be out in the weather though, so it's got to be like a Four Seasons porch.
Yeah.
But I mean, it looks like a guard gorilla as well as a comfy piece of furniture.
That's true. That's true.
It's gonna freak the fuck out of the dogs. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, but I bet you people won't be raiding your house anytime soon.
Yeah, but no, I have the same thought looking at it now. I look at it, I just go, cat perch, cat perch, cat perch, cat perch, cat perch. And then you're there, you sit on it in here, and then you become another cat perch, possibly 2 cat perches. So this is, if we're consecutive here, this is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 cat perch like sofa.
Yes. Not to mention if it's fabric up the backside and you leave it just far enough away from it's a whole big climbing wall for them too.
Well, then they're going to destroy the back of it. It's going to be destroyed. It's 10 grand. I don't know. It's probably filled with arsenic. Yeah.
That's true. Yeah.
Adam Simon, that's the kind of couch that a drug dealer named Drexel would own. Well, he's probably the only one who can afford it. Johnny, I found a video of a son replacing his parents' couch with the gorilla couch. Ooh. Okay.
Oh. Ethan, thank you.
Okay, that's relevant. Let's replacing my parents' couch with the gorilla couch. This does not seem the same at all. This is not the same gorilla couch. Let me be clear. This bit might be entertaining, but this is not the same gorilla couch.
Style. So to spice things up, I bought them a freaking gorilla couch.
It's inflatable, firstly.
Oh, it's these guys.
Oh, that is sick, dude. How durable is that?
Yeah,
huh?
go give it a shot.
Whoa, boom. King Kong ain't shit on me. It's actually comfortable.
Yeah, I know, right?
A smaller one for your mom over here. Dude, this is my throne. I could do without these little plastic nips, though. Is that a gold chain for him?
All right, yeah, I don't need to watch this. That's whatevs. But that's not the same gorilla couch. That is a poor imitation to our $10,000 gorilla couch. That's a gorilla inflatable chair.
Over on Rumble, Los Federales is coming in saying AliExpress for Canadian $1,281.81. Internet celebrity gorilla sofa, creative AI furniture. 2-dimensional diamond sofa shopping mall. Leisure large animal sofa. So he's got an actual link to buy a couch.
And this is again $889. Oh, dude, there's a play button. Yeah.
Oh.
Play. All right, full screen. I'm gonna put the audio down. Well, I don't know about off. That's a bit much. Let's go down here. These look again like the inflatable ones.
Yeah.
Wait, I might be wrong. Nope, definitely not.
At least
Because those
they're
look like.
buttons instead of sticking out.
No, that's plush, and these are cushions. But
Yeah.
this is just.
It's not
this
hard
is
plastic nipples sticking out at you when you're leaning back.
this is just a
buttons
modified couch. Now you're just trying to build some sort of weird jungle fuck room, and that's what this is. And I'm not okay with that. That's not okay.
So it's okay when it looks like it's lap, but it's not okay when it's a couch.
Well,
with
like
some feet and
that's
hands,
like
the
a thing. Now this is just like a strangely shaped couch. This takes me out of it. This now he looks like he's straddling a bed, you know? Very small.
Yeah, yeah. You make a good point. It's an obvious couch with a gorilla on top, as opposed to the
Dear
other
Lord,
one, which
Wild
was
Saffron. Wild Saffron's having fun in the Rumble chat.
ooh.
So yeah, it's just it's a lounger, says Arch Magnus Tim. It's a lounger. Essable Nips,
Yeah, I like the
says
two
Johnny
side by
Abuse.
side that you saw.
All right. Do you mind if one other reason I love always when you choose to pop on here? Do you mind if I pop off to use the restroom quick? And,
I totally mind. You're
oh,
gonna do it
me.
anyway, though. So
well, yeah, no, I'm going to do it anyway. Tell them where they can find you later today if they didn't catch you earlier today, and what you may or may not have going on throughout the week. And I'll be back in just a moment.
Okay, bye.
Toodles.
All right. Yeah. When this is like what, an hour and 40 minutes from now, or sorry, 2 hours and 40 minutes. 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, which is 6 for you Centralers and 7 for you guys over on the East Coast. I do my chatting with chat on Thursdays, so that's where I am on screen by myself, and I just hang out and I shoot the shit with you guys in chat about whatever you want to talk about. Your call. Best concerts, best movies, whatever's happening in the local or international news. You choose, we speak, it's fun. So yeah, I will be there in 2 hours and like 20 minutes, something like that. And you guys can feel free to join me, Digger420 on YouTube or Digger1420 on Rumble. Also, we are official. Hello, Brian. We are officially back. Everyone is back and ready to go with Trivia Sundays. So you can join me on, it's a Rumble only, and it's on my friend No Fucks Given, NFG. It's on his channel. He and I and Duct Tape, we all bring our trivia questions to the room. We have fun. There are no prizes. No one gets anything. We just have fun, and occasionally you learn interesting facts, like the fact that a hippopotamus's milk is pink. I didn't know it, but I learned it. And that's the sort of thing that we do on Sundays on No Fucks Given's channel. And that is at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So again, do your own adding by 2s or 3s. But it's 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on Sunday, Rumble only, and it's No Fucks Given's channel. Other than that, yeah, Monday will be the same old, same old. I'll be here in the morning with Johnny, and in the afternoon at 4 p.m. on Mondays, I chat with my friends.
Who's gonna let you in here on Monday? Oh, let me get the audio back up. There we go.
Oh, that's right, because it's your Thanksgiving, is it not?
No. Thanksgiving is not on Monday. No, Thanksgiving's on a Thursday.
When's your Thanksgiving? It's on a Thursday.
Yeah, let me Well, that's why
get, like,
that's why Black Friday
weekend?
is a thing. Black Friday is a thing
Oh,
because
I
it's the
see.
day after Thanksgiving.
Ah, and that way you get the 4-day weekend. I see.
No, not necessarily. But yeah, so the Thanksgiving I'm guessing is the 28th. Yeah.
We already had ours.
So.
Ages
Scruffy D says U.S. Thanksgiving is always on a Thursday. Yeah, it's like the last Thursday of November. The true prize will be the friends we make along the way.
Right?
I have 40 pounds of cat on my lap. Life is good. Matthew Q, 40 pounds of cat sounds like life is dangerous. The last Thursday of the month, as AP says. 4th Thursday in November, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, no, it's the last Thursday of the month, which is usually the 4th one.
Okay.
You know, there's been plenty of times where it happens and then you have like, half a week still following it, but no, this time it's pretty much the end of the month. It's the 28th, and then no, Friday's the 20th. It's the 27th. Fuck me running. I can't read. It's the 27th.
Mm-hmm.
And then so we're on a goal for the 25th.
Fuck off.
Maybe eventually.
Okay.
We got 45 minutes and we covered the King Kong couch, and I just kind of like tentatively stepping away from it because then we can't involve King Kong Dong. I really was hoping he would show up. I thought he would enjoy that too.
Yeah.
The King Kong couch. If there's anyone who needs it. But yeah, we have a goal of $45 on the 25th before we factor in the what was it, 11? I think it was 11% level 2 hype train. And then we had again Atomic Ray being really cool with a couple of gifted subs. So we're doing really good. I'm really happy with where our goals are at currently, and we're on the last week. And like I said, I mean, I don't know if you're not doing anything on the, because I'll take Thursday off, so I'll have plenty of time to get like a few. But there are a few people who work the day after. Like Black Friday is supposed to be about like traffic and congestion, and then it turned into like, you know, capitalist profits. But now, so
Fair enough.
Two Cats,
Ours
Beauty
is,
Man.
beginning
is
of October. We're done.
Two Cats is ridiculous. Two Cats, it's still too much weight. I don't see Jilly Fritz. I don't know who that is.
Jelly for the smelly.
Oh, Jelly for the Smelly? Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, I don't know.
We have people come in and out all the time. So sometimes there are 5 Thursdays, and it puts Thanksgiving on the 29th or the 30th. Oh. That's, thank you. I didn't know that. I did not know that. Where is... What?
No one cares about Destiny. That's why it's a failed franchise. All right, Nucleatic Gaming. Thank you.
What the hell? Why are we complaining about Destiny? I don't know. Oh.
Destiny as a franchise might be done, says
Oh, yeah, I don't
There we
care.
go.
I haven't, like, that's one of those where that's a I care about it, but I read about that in my personal life. I don't think the majority of us give two S's or a D. Zoom to 100. There we go. So yeah, the King Kong couch, the big bad King Kong couch. I still
Brian
really want
missed
the
it. Could you show it on screen once more so that Brian can enjoy?
the AI image
is
that
the
inspired
AI version.
the real life version.
I totally want one of these. One of these would be awesome.
I mean, it's Chinese, so is it toxic?
Probably.
It's like
Doesn't matter.
$9,000.
I'm never going to come up with 10 grand and then go, a couch shaped like a gorilla would be the best idea I can have with 10 grand. Totally not.
I'm gonna say this: it would be really hard to ever try and be romantic on this thing. Everything would feel a little weird. So you know what? I could watch a movie sitting in it, but nope.
Yeah.
This is the couch you get for like the private movie room, so that way you know, like, well, actually no, I don't. You don't want to rely on it. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. Are you you spelled gamer wrong? But yeah, I play video games. Johnny likes bad games. That's why he likes WoW. Scruffy, I care about Destiny, you assholes. That's a thick fucking couch. It ended with the final shape, though. I mean, I kind of stepped out with it after that. This last expansion was dog ass. Scruffy likes bad games too, I guess, is Nucleatic Gaming.
I feel like I'm sitting on my dad's lap again.
That's
Holy.
not cool. Nucleatic Game. Scruffy, I like shitty games too. So now we're having a game discussion. I'd buy the couch if I had the Gorilla BBC. If it had the, what the dear Lord, I haven't played Destiny in a long time. I played Destiny a little bit before the final shape. I haven't played Destiny myself in a while. It's been a while. I've been dreading doing it. I'm probably not doing a 420 hit today, just for those people like 420, like not even. I don't have the energy. I got one more run on the doctor that I have to do before we get into anything else. And we have other stories to get into and stuff, so we can
that.
We can do it again. I love that an AI image inspired to all the people who are like AI's destructive and I hate it. It's like no. A real business made a real thing because people saw how much the AI one they wanted one. So somebody went, you know what? Void meet filler. Destiny was my main for years, but I haven't played it in months. Been caught in Final Fantasy 14 online, and I'm not a furry. No tail on my characters, thanks. I'm a big blue giant. Dude, Final Fantasy 14 online is very fun when you're playing through the campaign story. Bungie died after Halo 3 for me. Well, that's for some people. The Halo franchise died after 3 for me. Or wait, when was ODST? Because I didn't mind ODST. I feel like that and Reach and them might have been after 3. But either way, overall Halo, like I think Halo 4, I played it and never even finished. So
AP's ivermectin should be there Monday for him.
Cool.
Ooh.
Speaking of which, I haven't done that either.
Oh, for Pete's sakes.
I forgot. So I gotta do that.
Okay.
ODST was after 3. I liked ODST and I liked Reach. Did not care for the show.
Pardon me. Uh-huh.
All right, hold on just a minute.
Os Federalis has dropped a link to Clown World video over on Rumble in case you need some filler.
I don't think I do, but I might like looking at that video. I just had to take those pills. I'm taking B12 and then the this is why those doctor runs are dangerous. B12 and then that ivermectin stuff. And then I'm also taking the I'm going to be getting the daily vitamin and vitamin D, and I'm going to start taking those all together too. And just like kind of get my vitamin D up, get my vitamin intake in general up, try and get my energy up and see how we're doing. Mectin should be here Monday. Giving that a try, then stem regen. How do we do? Well, I gotta have stem cells. Smart, says Scruffy. I mean, I'm trying. Here's where, before we move on, here's where Halo always landed for me. I always wanted them, after 3 especially, like, step away from Master Chief and make the Spartan you play like your Spartan. They always kind of teased it and toyed it. They didn't really, but it always kind of came back to Master Chief. So, all right, here's my last run on the dock. I forgot what this was for. Oh, the hype train. Shitballs. So I'm going to hit the play on the story while I do a run on the dock. For those of you who don't know, this actual lady in the video is the lady that was used as the model and the face of the Rosie the Riveter campaign.
Yes.
So this is the actual Rosie the Riveter, and then they're memorializing her in bronze or something.
Yes.
So she's there checking it out. Just a fun, feel-good story.
103 years old, this woman.
I was about to get to that, but yes, she's 103 years old. It's remarkable.
amazing.
I'll tell you this, and I don't mean this to sound morbid. I ain't making it that far. I don't think this, like, no offense, the wagon's got a lot of squeaks, the wheels seem awful rickety, and it's a bumpy road ahead. Let's hope we got the mileage.
Words, but in this case, this picture is worth decades of inspiration for generations of working women. That's Frances Masters, a 103-year-old Rosie the Riveter.
Just incredible. Her work during World War II will soon be immortalized in bronze at Memorial Park in Royal Park.
7 News Detroit reporter Evan Siri had the opportunity to sit down with Frances to listen to her stories, still fresh all these decades later.
We just came out of the Depression, and we all had...
Rexstar, what a riveting story. StemGen is a pill to help release stem cells from your bone marrow. How do I get a hold of, you know what, AP? You should be messaging me in some, you know where to go. Send me some private messages on where I should look for those StemGen pills, because that sounds like something I should be doing. But along with that, and like I said, I'm going to boost my vitamin D for now, artificially, but the aim is to get to the point where I start sunbathing, like just legit sunlight. I let it touch my butthole. 103, like $103 about me. So she was racist. If she is, oh yeah, she's 103. Okay, now I'm like, I did completely forgot that the 103 was. So yes, all right, let's keep going. The 103-year-old Rosie the Riveter. I'm covering it because I'm. A cat who acts like he's 103. No, this is a great time. Do you want to come back on the show? Yeah. You just had your nums. What's up? I'm doing a show. Do you want to sit in my lap? Here, I'm gonna press play. You do you. Either quietly or come over here and just come sit in my lap. We'll say hi to everyone. Never mind, he's leaving. Did not appreciate my offer.
1939. It was the end of one profound and consequential era and the dawn of a new one, World War II.
Since my brothers were both in the Army, the next person to help my family was me.
For Frances Masters, that meant pulling up her sleeves and getting to work inside a bomber plant in Ypsilanti.
I worked at the bomber plant to make money, plus gave me a honor to work to help for the war effort.
And you still remember those days pretty well?
I do remember going early in the morning, taking a streetcar, plus the bus.
Now, at 103 years old, Masters' work as an original Rosie the Riveter will be immortalized at the Michigan World War II Legacy Memorial in Royal Oak.
It's a privilege, not only for me, but for all the other Rosies.
This is where the statue of Frances Masters will be unveiled this Veterans Day. I talked to the president.
Wow, this Veterans Day. I missed this? Oh, shit.
Of the board of directors for this memorial, who tells me Frances
I don't mean like I would have gone. I meant like I
to represent
got this story
this
earlier.
Rosie the Riveter unveiling.
And that's one thing we wanted to
now
make
I just
sure
want to
is
see
that
the statue.
Basically, this memorial represents Michigan's contributions to World War II. She told us about going through the plant, seeing the president.
That's a Michigan guy. Also kind of looks like Tim Walls' chubby stunt double.
Yeah.
Go through with Henry Ford.
This is a picture of Masters standing next to a clay model of the statue. It will show a portrayal of Frances working on the factory line, riveting the panel for the B-24 bomber.
I used a press. I used a small riveter. Plus, in the bigger part of the plane, I used a power gun. It came from the ceiling.
I asked the former acrobat, who even at 9 years old performed inside Detroit's historic Fox Theater, what keeps her so young.
Vegetables. And I kid, I says, I use a lot of olive oil.
In Royal Oak, with a Rosie the...
A lot of olive oil. Vegetable and olive oil. Okay. Amazing how her brain works better than our last president.
Right.
I don't know.
103.
I'll say some of the stuff I've seen. Well, I don't know. I'm not thrilled with our current president. So fun to have that discussion, sure. But also, she's not. Here's what I'll say. I don't think I want her in charge of shit. Like I'm pretty happy for her, but I think we can leave that one be. Oh, damn! This play could probably run my centerless machine right now. Well, possibly.
Mm-hmm.
Waiting for the Wagon Good song, Johnny. Do you mean like Digger's outro song?
Oh.
I don't know what other song we would be playing.
I don't know. Wagon Good song?
So this lady could make plane parts, but people now couldn't be taught to make batteries, so we've been Gorillion. Oh.
So we bring, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. AP apparently has met the woman and says she's a sweet lady. He met her at the Henry Ford Museum.
Nice.
That's cool. Yeah.
That is
That
cool.
would be cool. That would be.
I had to make sure I haven't
easy to go to.
missed anybody on any of the things here.
Atomic Ray. Fucking Air Force. She has nothing the Navy women couldn't do without a bra. She was a First Mile High Club attendee. Oh, Atomic Ray. I feel like we might have hurt your, your well-being a little bit there.
Tonic Ray is not happy. Damn.
No.
Okay, I'm back. My internet dropped when I said I played 9,000 hours of Skyrim. What did I miss? Not a whole lot. We covered the Rosie the Rivet. I didn't know this. It happened last Veterans Day. It was unveiled. So it was unveiled like, what was it, like earlier this week? But yeah, a statue commemorating one of the inspirations for the Rosie the Riveter campaign, like a 103-year-old lady. She's got a statue dedicated to her. It's kind of nice. It was kind of nice. She helped build the bombers. Yeah. You know, when America had pride in things it made.
Had Remembrance Day.
And I talked about this earlier. Scruffy was expressing his much vocal disdain for it. Donald Trump kind of reversing those his stance on the H1 the HB1 visas or whatever.
Reversing. Yeah. Not to mention
it does kind of seem crap.
Chinese students he's bringing in because you're too stupid. So you guys can't fill the colleges and universities. So you've got to bring.
Well, here's where
China.
It's not that we're too stupid. We're too broke. People can't afford to go to these colleges because, like, they're not paying to send. They're not
I thought
paying.
You said you guys were too dumb.
No, they're not paying to send these people to like St. Cloud State University.
Right.
They're paying to send them to like the big Ivy League schools, which have their like, you know, well-to-do white collar like continual group going in. You have your like special admissions minority groups, but other than that, like most of us can't afford it. We'd have to get some sort of weird scholarship or grant. You'd really have to test up well. Like you're not necessarily gonna make it. Whereas these Chinese people come over with all their money and just go, "Hey, we'll pay for it," and it's like, "All right, let's do it."
Yeah. Well, you know, they already own all the important pieces of land around your military locations anyway. Might as well bring a whole bunch of, you know, fighting-aged young men and women and fill your universities full of them.
Arch Magnus, are you enjoying the show today? I don't know what Richard's on about that. Has Arch Magnus been in? Why would he not be enjoying the show? We've talked about some crazy fun stuff, some interesting stuff. We had the Rosie the Rosie the Riveter.
Fighting-age people are dangerous. Yes, that's my concern.
I just don't like the fact that like we'll bring all of these students in here. It's just like, well, how well are we vetting them? And if we can't afford for our citizens to go to these schools to the point where we need foreign nationals to come financially bail out the schools, shouldn't we maybe talk about the possibility that something to do with the financial side of these institutions is like insolvent and we need to address it? Like again, because it's like, even if it's the government bailing out, them being bailed out by something other than the American people means the problem is the system isn't working.
Right. Yep, they're not being vetted. They're not coming in just to be students. In my opinion, they're coming in for nefarious purposes. Scruffy is saying deport them all, and I fully agree. Yeah, it's the problem is the same here in Canada. We've already got way too many people who have come here with absolutely no intention of assimilating and bringing their problems here with them. It's not good.
All right, so we got that one out. Let's see. The AI police thing, I don't know if I want to do that. What?
Today is the Amityville Horror Day, back in 1984.
Thank you, Matthew Q. I didn't know that. The Amityville Horror Day in 1984. All right. They just come in for the
Horror,
visa.
That was one of my scariest ones.
Richard, I kind of land on the it's not even specifically like immigrants. It's like if the college can't sustain itself without like, you know, just the regular funding, if it's costing so much that people aren't going or the degrees aren't worth it or whatever, like then they need to retool that system. Like we shouldn't have to bail them out with the government or rich foreign nationals.
foreign
Like,
students.
like if
Yeah.
if people in America can't or won't go to college there, we don't need to like, oh, how do we keep these institutions running? Do we? It sounds like they're not
We
working.
need to.
Something about them isn't working
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
So, anyways, Trump calling me stupid is not news. At least I'm consistent at it, unlike Trump. Oh. So yeah, Atomic Ray, very go Navy. All
Fair enough.
all I'll say is I think we can all agree that see, I just realized 'cause he's been shitting on the Air Force. I think we can all agree it's just that the Air Force sucks. I'm kidding. Kidding. My brother's in the Air Force, or
no
was.
more bailouts.
No more, no more bail. But that's what this is. We're doing, and again, like, this is my question. Like, we just got done doing this whole Joe Biden's like open border policies bad. How stringently are we how stringently are we vetting these visas of these young Chinese nationals? Like, again, what do we know about them? I'll say this:
we know one thing for sure. If Trump has his way, they're all going to be skinny.
To make changes in their homeland. That's partially true, but strippers got banned. Strippers got me banned. We did a story a couple of months back where at like a Midwest college, someone was doing a study on like a viral bacterium and they stopped the whole thing. But if they had kept doing that study, they wanted to study a viral bacterium that if there was some sort of accidental outbreak, it would destroy our frickin' breadbasket and grain production in the country. And it's like, I'll even give you they don't have malicious intent. Maybe they just want to do this study and study this bacterium. For what purpose? I don't know. We won't even assign it to that. But if it just accidentally gets out, the collateral damage isn't the country that person was from. They can get on a plane and go back to China. All of a sudden, all of our crops are dead. Well, how do we feed our people? Like,
Our continent is toast, but yeah.
And it's just that and a variety of other reasons. From that to way more malicious. I'm like, I'm not okay with this in a general sense.
Mm-hmm.
It's absolutely scruffy.
Degrees in our universities.
I agree. It's absolutely malicious, and that's why I'm not doing it. Do you need colleges other than for the electoral college vote? St. Caesar, those are two entirely different things. Colleges are educations and institutions, or institutions of education. Thank you, second Dr. Hit. We're completely chotched. But yeah, they're not the same. So, but yeah, I agree with you, Scruffy. I think it's malicious, but in my opinion, it's all too convenient that you want to study, crop destroying bacteria and bacteriums in fucking like, was it like Lower Michigan or something like that? I don't know.
Yeah.
And that's just where I'm like, oh, isn't that? And then we find secret labs that were run by we don't know who and offshore Chinese. Again, it's one of those like, no, I don't want to be importing that many Chinese nationals to be students here to prop up an education system that apparently isn't making the money it needs to sustain itself. Aren't we a capitalist society? I thought when it doesn't work in capitalism, it's because, it doesn't work. Your product is too expensive or whatever. You either find ways to cut costs on your product or you make a better product worth the money, whatever. But like the market bears out. Like if we're not buying your education anymore. Didn't China nearly wipe out oranges in Florida? I have no idea about that.
I don't know.
It was the Ann Arbor University. Isn't that that's the University of Michigan?
I don't know.
Didn't he raise the cost from like 10,000 to 100,000? He did before Chevy JB, supposedly. But now I don't know what the whole story with that was, though. But it seems like he might be turning around on that. Didn't China? Yeah, but yeah, I think AP saying C. I don't know if he means to the Ann Arbor University of Michigan part or the oranges thing. The orange annihilation of whenever it nearly happened. But that's another thing where
Never heard of it, but
that's where like, and just, to appease like naysayers like, oh, you're a conspiracy. Like, I'm not even saying it's malicious. I'm just saying this is what they're doing. But they're picking to do it here because the collateral damage is if anything bad happens, guess who's on a plane home? And guess who's stuck holding the bill?
Yeah.
Can't get any good help today. All right. Yep. So we're caught up with all the chats. Alrighty. We've got about 20 minutes left in the program. I've got a couple of other things. I don't know if I want to do the man who took the Hamilton bus. I will say this. This is a very Canadian thing to do, but that's a rip and read. Let's see if we have Northern Lights. Chinese scientist warns of the Ice Age. I really want to use that for later. Illnesses and injuries on Thanksgiving. We can do... Oh, you know what? We can talk about this because of how passionate you are about this. The hyaluronic acid injections to develop fake 8-pack abs. I told you about this dude, and you went so absolutely flippin' bug nuts. My
curiosity was piqued, and I had to go down the thing because I come from a skincare and makeup background. And I know what hyaluronic acid is, and I know that in and of itself, injections of just it are not going to build fake abs.
Well,
it won't work. So I had to go on a bit of.
Don't worry, guys. I haven't heard that rant repeatedly.
It's not a rant. I was curious. How do they make it work? How does it work?
Well, this is the dude, which, by the way, he looks like he has illnesses. I'm sorry. I don't know that you have a skin condition. Anyhow, this is the dude. He's gotten several.
That's all the injection sites.
Ugh.
All those bruises are injection sites.
So he's gotten several injections to develop 8-pack abs. He's paid a total of $560,000 only in his local currency. Was it yuan or whatever?
Yen.
He's paid yen.
I don't know.
Yuan,
I have no idea.
4 million yen. I don't know. YUAN. I don't know how to read that. Anyways, it comes out to 562,000 American dollars to have 40 doses of this acid injected into his shoulders, collarbones, and chest and abdomen. I don't care what he says about muscles don't grow on cowards. I have so many injections, I am no coward anymore. Yeah, you're a coward if you just keep getting injections for your muscles. So... He's a TikTok influencer, I guess, and he's saying he wants to apply to the Guinness Book of World Records if they're still here in, 2 years or something. You never get any muscle swelling is just how I like it. A lot of people say that the acid will dissolve in a few months, and doctors say it might shift or clump together, the Chinese influencer added. It actually looks more natural and better over time. Even the lines between the abs are still distinct. They have not merged or into a single lump. However, experts warn that Andy Howe's commitment to these injections could have very serious long-term consequences, like bone erosion, blood vessel necrosis, weakening of the natural muscles, and acid pouch displacement. I don't know, dude. It's not worth it. That's not worth it.
It's really not.
And I don't care what anyone says. He still looks like shit. So either he's still bruised.
It looks awful.
He's either still bruised or he just looks awful. This whole thing looks stupid.
He's too skinny for those abs. It's not.
Just work out if you really want that.
Yeah.
Dear Lord. Just
That's
do.
A lot of freaking
as
money.
Bad Dazzer is saying, just do the sit-ups.
Right? It does kind of look like bad CGI.
Oh man!
Like he's wearing one of those muscle suits.
It does. It doesn't look. It doesn't look realistic. And here's the worst part: some lady might be impressed by that, but you're still like a scrawny, limp, weak F.
Yeah.
You know, so
you're not going to be able to take a punch. You're not any stronger or more fit.
You're not going to make her feel like secure when you hold her, because again, all of this is fake. This is none of this. This is wrong button. this is all an optical illusion. None of this is real.
Right.
And then if you take your shirt off and bro up to somebody who's either ignorant of it, doesn't care, knows what it is, or is just ballsy enough to call you out, you now have to back up your physique, because anytime you lose to pretty much anybody, it's like, oh, fucking Alpha Chad over here is alpha bad, and it's not going to work for you. Like, I'm sorry, man. There's no winning in this. It's just horrible. And also, by the way, that is excluding you might have horrible long-term health effects.
Yeah. Beside that. Yeah.
Dear Lord.
SC Motorsports, I think you've got the right idea. At the end of the day, just take a butt breathing class and you'll be fine.
Right.
You don't need all the injections. Just a butt breathing class or two.
All you need is a butt
Good for
breathing
your
class. We've seen over time in the movies, in politics, in our own social circles, people just talking directly out their ass. And you've probably asked yourself, how can I learn that valuable skill? It starts with a good inhale. And in order to get a good inhale, you need to learn to properly breathe through your butt. And when you want to breathe through your butt, there's nobody better than Lab Glasses butt breathing classes. Lab Glasses butt breathing classes. It's a breath of fresh ass. I love that. I love that line. Johnny, you need to show Digger the Chinese couple photo. She's seen it.
Chinese. They look alike.
Yeah.
The pair that looks. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Los Federales. Any charities that I like? You're setting something up. None of that I trust anymore. Unfortunately.
SC Motorsports. I dare to disagree, sir. That's totally different. He was appreciating someone's core. I was ripping on the horrendous stupidity of fake eight-pack ab man. I stand behind my thoughts and my speech and the whole shebang.
The Canucks Children's Hospital?
What?
Yeah, the Children's Hospital, I guess. Like BC Children's Hospital, it's usually.
I'm completely for a loop on what the heck we're talking about.
Oh, well, Los Federales asked about charities.
Oh. Okay. Yeah, no,
Children's Hospital.
Yep. Just kick me right in the butt there. I'm going to see what this one is. I don't remember what this link is.
Sorry, my dear.
Oh,
MS.
actually, I've got this for you. I actually want to show you this. This movie is coming out February 13th. So, I don't know if we'll ever get to see it together, but I feel like, oh my God, I want to see this movie with you. So let's watch this. We have this movie preview. This movie is, what's it called? Good luck, have fun, and don't die. Well, or not even and. Good luck, have fun, don't die. It's a teaser trailer. It's apparently only in theaters February 13th. I found this trailer, so I want to know what you think of this movie. I'm just going to hit play and try not to interrupt it too much. But
okay.
Before we start, I'm spacing the actor's name here. But the actor that we're about to see, I realized who he was pretty quickly, but I love a lot of the stuff he's done.
Hey! This isn't a robbery! I am from the future! And all of this goes horribly wrong. I come from a future which is totally and completely fucked. And I'm here to set it right.
Are any of you even listening to me?
You look homeless, bro. Fuck you too. I come from a nightmare apocalypse. This is the height of fucking fashion.
I'm really, really liking the premise of this movie. And I'm just like, I got to get something figured out because you need to be here by February.
What we're dealing with doesn't interface with reality.
AI? Isn't that a thing already?
It gets a lot worse, honey.
Who's joining me? Who's ready to save the future? The revolution begins tonight!
luck, have fun, don't die.
Excuse me?
This movie looks crazy stupid, and I want to see it so bad. He goes back in time. I'm trying to think of the actor. Somebody know. That's Nick Nolte, Johnny. That's not Nick Nolte. That's God, I'm trying to think of his name. Shit. Not Woody Harrelson.
I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. You're in for a really weird night.
Did you miss that scene? Did you look down?
I did. I'm being attacked by little fruit flies, and they're
All right, I figured you would have said something where he's like, "You're in for a really weird night," and then that part happened. The giant footmark. I want to see this movie. What the hell?
What the fuck?
Right? Ugh.
Yeah.
Algorithm.
All right. I really, 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 really want to see it.
Let's get more information. Sam Rockwell. There it is. It's Sam Rockwell. AP said it as I looked it up. Damn it, he beat me. Sam Rockwell.
So close.
I love a lot of stuff Sam Rockwell's done. Somebody pointed out to me, and I hated that they noticed before me, and this is back when I was younger and apparently subject to mood swings. Yeah, just once in a while. I'm a drama queen. I'm sorry. Be aware. I thought I told you this earlier to scare you off. But yeah, so I found someone pointed out to me Sam Rockwell was in Ninja Turtles because they spotted his voice and he looked so different and so young. He looked similar to Woody in the trailer. He does look very similar to Woody Harrelson. He also very much looks like a homeless person. But the dude goes, "You look like a homeless dude," and he's just like, I'm from the future. This is the height of fashion. And when he said that, and I looked at it, I went, all right, that's who we're talking about. Cannot wait to hang out with Digger in Discord. Johnny too, I guess. Well, we can just have a private conversation. We don't need to invite you, dick. Okay, I will set it up for the BC Children's Hospital. So I guess he's giving you...
Awesome. Sweet. I know quite a few kids over my lifetime who've had to go through BC Children's Hospital, and they've always been treated well.
Well, that's very awesome of you, Los Federales. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Matthew Quall, have fun, good luck, don't die, is about as bad as Be Young, Drink Pepsi. Dude, the premise of the movie seems awesome.
Pretty good.
A man claiming to be from the future takes the patrons of an iconic Los Angeles diner hostage in search of unlikely recruits in a quest to save the world. Yes.
Yeah. That sounds like it could be up there with frequently asked questions about time travel.
God, what was the one? What was the one we saw that was a really dry one, but it had Bill Murray and the guy that played Kylo Ren and stuff, and it was about zombies and stuff, and he's like, so tell me what you're thinking. And he's like, well, I'm thinking zombies. I don't remember that, but that was a great one too.
Right. I can't remember what that was.
Matthew Quall, that's a big ass deer. Someone had one? Oh man. Dead Don't Die. Yes, Arch Magnus, Dead Don't Die. That was a good one. Adam Driver is the right name, Arch Magnus. Thank you very much. St. Aaron with Dead Don't Die, Arch Magnus with Adam Driver. Zombieland is also a good movie. In a city that outlawed firearms. What about it? What's the city that outlawed firearms? I don't know. Dead Don't Die, maybe? I don't know. The Dead Don't Die was a fun one, though. I enjoyed that one. I don't know if I really...
Bucks fans He's saying, have you heard about the Ninja Turtles conspiracy theory? No, I did not know there was a conspiracy theory attached to the Ninja Turtles.
Of course, there's
Do
a
tell,
conspiracy.
please.
There's conspiracy theories about everything. What Ninja Turtles
Well, okay,
conspiracy
but I didn't
theory?
know this
and,
one.
and this is another question we now have to ask: which version of the Ninja Turtles? Original cartoon animated Ninja Turtles, Ninja Turtles movie number 1 or 2 or 3, and then Ninja Turtles cartoon reimagined, Ninja Turtles cartoon CGI. We're making them all inner city youths.
Youths, yes.
Oh God, that one hurts. Which one? Oh man. For me, it's just like, I'm sorry. We jumped the shark after we tried to redo Ninja Turtles. It stopped. The ninja rap wasn't really a rap. Which one? Vanilla Ice is go ninja, go ninja, go.
No way.
Have you heard about the... Yeah, so me either till last night, says Fanatical Bucks fan. Well, now we're all in suspense. We've got 6 minutes left. I'm trying to figure out what stories to cover because I really don't want to talk about the man in Hamilton who took a bus. That's stole a bus.
Yeah.
But drove so well that they were like, it had no dings in it. Like, cool. That is impressive. Give that man a job. But then the other thing I have is police officers using AI to handle non-emergency calls. But I don't know.
Yeah, that's a little concerning.
I don't know. It's a little serious for the end of the show.
Mm-hmm. Oh shit! My PC says I have no internet. If I disappear,
Uh-oh.
I'll see you guys in like an hour and a half?
Yeah.
Yeah, hour and a
but
half.
But you should still be here. You know what it is? It's more of those solar storms. Because you had this happen earlier, and you were.
Yeah, and I actually didn't disappear that time.
All right, so I have the Aurora forecast thing is supposed to show unexpected vistas. I wonder if we can get.
We are better at predicting.
I wonder if we can get last night's auroras.
Fanatical Bucks fan has replied, reptiles living underground, pizza code word for you know what. Shredder was trying to stop them, if not for the help of media star Rachel O'Neal.
All right, look.
Interesting.
I hate how many lines he's drawing.
Go look. Gotta go look. What?
I don't like how it fits, but come on. I please don't be real. Like all right, what was yesterday? The 12th. Northern Lights visible across much of the United States, which minute 27.
Did you see it?
Overcast.
Did you see it yesterday? Many of us had an opportunity to see those breathtaking colors in the sky that are commonly referred to as the Northern Lights. Yeah, the light show reached as far south, places like Texas.
Damn. Places like Texas.
In Alabama, Florida, and even right here in Georgia. Somewhat rare sight to see. It really depends on the strength of the storm. That's right, a storm. The bright colors in the sky are caused by eruptions of energy from the sun that interact with the Earth's magnetic field. The storm, or the Space Weather Prediction Center, monitors those eruptions, and the forecast was a G4 on the geomagnetic storm scale. Now, that's the second strongest level, which made those disruptions.
These are pretty cool looking, though.
They are really cool. I've only ever seen them from the coast, on the coast, and they were green, but they were never this vivid.
Nucleatic Gaming, I don't like the math you're doing there. Go Ninja, go with the Iceman Vanilla Ice. Yeah, that was in the first movie. That's BS. Hebrew. That Turtles 2 movie. Turtles 2. It got weird. Turtles 3, Turtles in Time was really bad. Like Casey Jones babysitting 3 samurai while the turtles are back in time. Oh dear Lord.
I don't know if I remember that one.
I do.
I'm sure I've seen it, but I don't necessarily remember.
I remember a lot of horribly scarring child movies that sucked balls that I watched as a child. Nah, Shredder was perfect. I don't know which movie.
Hey, Bricks Gaming. Good to see
All right,
you.
let's go ahead and keep going with this. We're about done here, so we should probably finish this
really
thing up.
Visible all the way down here in the south.
And yes,
so
Bricks
it's not
Gaming, good
just
to
a
see
beauty
you
in the sky, though. When
over
you get a
there on the Rumble.
G4 storm, those disruptions coming from the sun, it brings potential voltage control problems or GPS navigation errors or even intermittent issues with
GPS navigation errors. We were talking about this before. None of us believe that a guy that was planning to drive 12 miles drove 20 hours and 936 miles just by accident.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we were covering that before. But that's what he can blame it on. That goddamn storm. Food time later, peeps. Yep. Later, Scruffy. It's time to bounce. Yeah, I could stand to have something to snacky poo on.
Yeah, I didn't have breakfast this morning, so I'm gonna have to find something. I got an hour and a half. I can do this stuff.
Ooh, I can make popcorn and we can like meet up and hang out on my laptop, and then you can go do a show.
Do that. Yeah, I can totally do that.
Right. That sounds hot. All right. So it's gonna be spicy popcorn. All right. So I'm gonna get out of here. We've been Johnny. You've been an audience. She's been Digger. She'll be back on in a couple hours if you want to hang out with her in the chat. Hour and a half. I can math. We'll catch you tomorrow. Shabang, shaboom, and then because you're here, let's use the old
the fun song.
Yeah, the Digger song.
Shut up and sleep with me. Come on, why won't you sleep with me? Shut up and sleep with me.
Clip it.